Crossover.
Oh, killer crossover.
Just crossover. It just crossed him over nastily. Another victim to the crossovers. Cross him up and sit him down.
All right, the crossover is brought to you by Everlow Concrete Repair in Omaha at everlowconcrete.com.
Hello.
I thought we were going to have a boxing match between you two, but you said you don't like to fight.
Now, I don't like to fight. And I said to Josh before I came in today, I said, I'm going to be nice to Matt today.
Yeah, we did get yelling at each other.
I was too mean yesterday. I'm going to be nice to Matt today. And then I learned something that threw that off. Tell them, Matt.
Yeah, I'm going to the press conference today.
Now I'm mad again.
Why?
Let it rip. Let's go.
Look, I got nothing better to do. And
No, you actually do. It's being on this crossover.
No, I want to go and I want to represent the station. It's actually very important to me to represent the station, to represent 1620 The Zone. You could say what you want. Anybody could say what they want about it doesn't matter, this or that.
Your presence can only hurt the station.
All right, with that, I'll see you guys.
So are you going or not?
I am.
All right, go.
What's the best?
I don't want you being mad at me.
I am. It's too late.
What's
Why are
the
you
best
mad at-
question
You're leaving your
anyone's
show.
ever asked at one of them?
What do you mean it's your show? It's the Connor Happer show.
It's the crossover, which I greatly appreciate.
Mr. McMedia.
Camaraderie.
Mr. McMedia is a meme from
That's not
really
true.
good question that a football coach laughed at.
That's not true. I'm a
Whoa.
meme for other reasons, not for that reason.
Did that one disappear?
You're a meme.
I never even saw it appear. It was only talked about on your show. And then you told me we've been talking about you all week.
When Mickey laughed. Matt had a good question.
Mickey Joseph.
I asked him about Heinrich Harburg, and he thought that was funny.
He said,
Well, look
What
where
was the
he's at.
question?
I said this was when they were going through the Casey just got hurt and Chuba looked terrible. So I was like, is Heinrich Harburg at all in the mix of potentially being a backup or whatever?
I remember this.
He laughed. He was like, ha ha ha. No.
Then he said something like,
That's awesome.
Something, bro.
Yeah. Like, nah, bro.
Nah,
Something
bro.
like
Yeah.
that.
Mickey went, nah, bro.
Yeah, that's what I would have said. I said,
Hey,
Calm
if
down.
You could get Rule
All right.
to say that to you today. Think of a good question.
Ooh.
Because I don't think I've ever heard Rule say, bro.
And then just to be safe, ask Matt Rule,
What's your
is
favorite soup?
is your wife okay?
What?
Well, the last coach that called you bro, his wife was not okay.
Oh, yes.
Josh.
Wow.
What? Josh.
That's
Josh.
crazy.
Okay.
That's in
Josh.
the
There
top
were a
row.
lot of things.
Josh.
Don't defend
There
me.
are a lot of
Don't
things that are
defend me.
different
How are you
between the
defending me?
rules
that
and the
so out of
shows.
line?
Well, I'm pretty sure and confident in saying this that the lifestyle is
She
a little
seems
bit different.
lovely.
They are both lovely
But so
people.
did the Josephs.
They're both lovely
I
people.
got it.
They just have their lifestyles are a little bit
Everything was all clear.
I know.
Everything.
Whoa!
It's no big deal. Not John Carlos' fault.
What if I drove to Lincoln and I just called in for the crossover and I did the crossover from the car?
That'd be stupid because you could be sitting right here.
That's a College World Series bit.
But you got to do whatever you got to do.
well,
But just understand there are consequences for your decisions.
what is my consequences? What are my consequences?
I don't know. I haven't decided yet.
I'm gonna go there. I'm gonna go there. I'm gonna ask a question. He's gonna be like, "Good question. Let me think about that." Hassan Reddick was a great player for me, and then
So you already know how this is going to go.
yeah, and then I'll be like, "Yeah, no, ask a nice question." And then I'll come back here and I'll record my take 5 and tell you what I think about Rule and his presser, and then we'll send that to the presses.
Now
and
you see why this feels like a waste of time. Because you could
It's
just
like a long day.
do this crossover and then do your take 5 and then just be done.
Read your book.
but I
go home.
want to go and I want to be present amongst the media members.
What are you gonna?
He loves to hobnob.
Thank you.
I understand.
You got to bake that into.
Hey,
the
I
cake.
get it. I get it. I'm with you.
I think
I
I
understand.
think my presence, and you also I did do a very I always love going to those pressers and building. I love it. I really do love going to them. I wouldn't
Let
go
me
to
tell
them,
you
I
this.
didn't enjoy it.
What if I told you they already like you?
But I know
You're
that.
cool.
But let me tell you this:
You're
I'm
in,
not
baby.
going to be at a lot of the games this year because I'm doing BROR, and so I'm
Mhm.
not going to be able to go to the press box. And so these are really good opportunities for me to go and just be a present media member, which I'd like to be.
Start a group chat.
All right. On that note, I got to get going.
What? What's so funny?
I just like the group chat.
All right. Have a great day. There he goes. That's the crossover.
Good luck.
Hey, it's the crossover.
Ask a good question.
Yeah, you better. We're gonna be listening in
We love you.
closely. very closely.
Those young kids, they just can't take it anymore.
He's such a go-getter.
Yeah. Now, what are we going to do on this show now, Josh? Because I was told by QT that QT was coming today to drop off some stuff, and I have not heard from QT.
Okay, so I have a question. I listened to that. I was, did you tell the guy what you were doing?
No.
Okay.
It's not illegal. It's a you don't have to know, right, Josh?
Missouri is not a two-party state.
Thank you.
I do not have to tell them I'm recording the phone call ahead of
See,
time.
that is
Thank you.
wild.
Thank
Because,
you.
like, if it's Nebraska, you do, right?
I guess
Correct.
But that's wild that does not like a law national.
So. It kind of is,
Right.
yeah. That guy has no idea that he was on the radio yesterday.
Hey, you want states' rights? This is states' rights, baby.
But it was okay because QT then reached out and they were like, "That was funny,
We loved it. Thank you.
good bit. Do you want some breakfast pizza?" And I was like, "Yes, of course." And now I don't.
That's
have any.
awesome.
Neither of us got breakfast this morning because we were like, "Oh, it's coming."
Yeah. But now what are we gonna do?
Well, they're in a competitive market. I noticed that they're starting to flip all the stores, the come and goes, to Maverick.
Yeah.
The one on
Yes.
72nd and Pacific
No,
has
the
new
gas
signage.
The gas wars are huge right now.
Yes.
It's popping.
So I hope that people heard that, which they did, and then they will seek that guy out on Thursday night or Friday.
So I got an email.
Sounds like he won't be there.
He won't be there.
Sound like he wasn't really familiar with anything outside of Platte City.
Mm-hmm.
Because when you mentioned Nebraska, there was a pause in
So-
his voice.
I got an email last night from a resident of Platte City. And here's what it says. It says, Connor, actually Ryan, the manager and scheduler for the Platte City QT, I assume that's the guy who I was
Yes.
talking to, Ryan,
Whoa.
has known about the Husker game since July 18th. My two nephews live in Lincoln and they listened to your show and they notified me that this was happening. I live in Platte City. It will be busy, but have no fear. The Platte City QT will be ready and friendly as always, which is why all of us Husker fans stopped there in the first place. Go Big Red. P.S. Thanks for mentioning our little town in the QT on your show. And yes, all of us are going to the game, Sharon.
Nice.
Thank you,
Hello.
Sharon. We're connected in Platte City now. We're a little bit
You have a hookup.
everywhere.
Yeah.
Little bit everywhere.
Maybe we do a live show down there next time.
See, I would have thought that
Good.
making the move, like we should have just gotten an RV and yesterday started our trek down 29 and stopped in like a town
Yeah.
per day.
Like a barnstorming
I mean,
tour.
we could have ranked all of the stops along I-29 from
Yes.
Omaha to Kansas City. I mean, you already got north of Omaha to Sioux Falls covered.
Yes, I got that taken care of.
Yeah, you got that one. But we could have ranked it, Rockport, Mount City. Everybody keeps mentioning the T-Rex gas station, Platte City QC, obviously, there's a variety of different stops.
See, I wanted this
Watson,
when Nebraska
fireworks.
when Nebraska played at Colorado, we were going to do an RV trip
Man, I
and
remember
we're going to
this.
stop in like a town a day and we do our show from there
Yeah, we
and
were
then
gonna
move on
do-
to the next town.
It was going to be breweries.
Yes.
Because there's a whole bunch of
Yeah.
brewery stops out on the way. And like we were doing it. And then all of a sudden we were not doing it.
I mean, we could have had the RV, like Thursday would have been the Platte City RV stop. And we could have been there right in the parking lot doing shows and greeting people that were stopping by.
Hello. Would you like to stop at Culver's, Burger King, Waffle House, McDonald's?
Would you like me to tell you that when I first started coming to Kansas City, there really was nothing around this QT. There was nothing at this exit in Platte City. And now it's just packed full of stuff.
It's beautiful. It's a great stop. It is an excellent stop. That in that parking lot, that might have been, I think that was the last time Ed Service and I had any interaction. We were on our way back from the regional, and he was walking. They let everybody out of the bus, and he was walking from the McDonald's toward the QT. I was walking from the QT toward the McDonald's, and he was like, I'm very specific about what I like in my McDonald's. I don't know if this place necessarily lived up to it. He had some time walking around. But he did get his Coke.
Yeah.
From McDonald's. And so I was like, you know what? I'm going to go test it out. And it was like, see you later. He was on the bus and then the season was over after that. He had very specific takes on his McDonald's.
As he should be. He
miss it.
spent a lot of time on buses. throughout his career.
Oh, that one specifically. I think he's probably been to that QT a lot.
Have you guys run into, and Kansas City is max, 3 hours from here? And, there's a lot of things to do in Kansas City. Nice getaway. Have you run into, because I have, a lot of people that go, man, I haven't been to Arrowhead since 06.
Yeah. It's funny.
I'm like,
Gary,
really? Not just like a Kansas City Chiefs game here or there, go to an NFL game?
I've never once been
Go
to
see
Arrowhead.
Taylor Swift?
Too expensive.
Barbecue Fest?
I've never been to Arrowhead Stadium. I have never seen
Really?
an NFL game. Yeah.
I'm not surprised about the NFL game. Oh, wow.
Yeah. I don't know that I've been inside an NFL stadium that I could think of off the top of my head. I guess probably not. But no,
Yeah.
I've never been. I mean, I've been to that parking lot a billion times,
Yeah.
but I've never been inside the other stadium.
I think 06 was the last time I was there.
You went to the Big 12 championship game?
I did.
Did you freeze?
I did. My feet were cold.
How long did it
My
take
feet
you
were cold.
in 06 to thaw out?
Almost all the way back home.
Just imagine what it was like for those people when it was -14 against the Dolphins a couple of years ago.
That's right.
Well, people died.
Pain. People.
You didn't die.
People.
I
died.
didn't.
No.
I was made tougher because of it.
Thank you, Bigelow. Yes, I've been in an NFL stadium for Big Ten media days.
That's a little bit different.
Yeah.
Glad the big oil drum left an impression.
That is
it's almost like
that is the
Indianapolis is our country's most generic
remember-
city.
great point, Josh.
Yes. Nebraska and Northern Illinois were going to play at Soldier Field.
They were.
Yes.
Yeah, they were.
And then Nebraska got them, and the game ends up in Lincoln.
Yep. And then they were going to play in Ireland, and then they also didn't play there either.
Well, we were going to play in Indianapolis. Well, we were going to play in Cincinnati, and then we went to Indianapolis, and now we're in Kansas City,
Yep.
where maybe max 3,000 Cincinnati fans.
Yeah, they make the announcement last night that it's sold out. It's official. It's done. So yeah, it can't be much. And they're all going to blend in anyway because they're going to be wearing red.
But
or
here's
black.
the diehard. I brought this up to Matt today. This is the diehard Bearcat fan because, like mom and dad and brother and sister and family will come to the game to watch, whoever play. But I want to meet the Bearcat fan that twice in 1 month goes to Arrowhead and then goes to the game in KU at the end of September.
Oh, is they're back
Cincinnati
here?
plays at KU at the end of September.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Is there anyone who does that? Is there anyone who loves the Bearcats that much?
I don't know. I have no idea because their football stadium, Nippert Stadium on campus is like only 40,000.
Like, let me look at
So you
what's
guys
going on Cincinnati Sports Radio.
Ooh,
ESPN 1530, Mo Egger,
Bengals.
3 to 6,
It's got to be all Bengals all the time.
ESPN
right?
1530.
or WLW.
Maybe a little Reds because they're close.
Let me check their podcast and see what their segments are about.
I'm going to guess about Trey Hendrickson.
Which show should we click on? Mo Egger?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's the afternoon guy. Tony and Mo football show. Tony Pike, former Cincinnati quarterback.
Okay. All right. Good. I'm glad you know this. Let's see. Yesterday, a lot of Bengals talk.
Sure.
Oh, they do their pods. Oh, they just put their whole show up. It's just
Gross.
2 hours.
You want the click from every segment.
Exactly. Don't they know about clicks?
They don't do it for clicks.
So it says their show is about why we were on air. We found out that Trey Hendrickson had signed a 1-year contract with a hefty pay raise. So we discussed that. We also discussed the Bengals roster uncertainty, the Reds weekend in Arizona, and one thing every baseball fan should agree with. There's no
What a
mention
tease.
of the Cincinnati Bearcats.
Interesting. Now you guys are more map guys than I am.
I love Map.
I wanted to know how far like the drive was from Cincy to KC. 8:45. But Cincinnati due east of Kansas City.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that feels right.
I thought it'd be
Well,
a
'cause
little. I thought it'd be a
Cincinnati-
little more north.
yeah, Cincinnati is in Kentucky.
It is. In
basically.
Kentucky.
Yes.
I've been to Cincinnati.
Well,
I've been to
Kentuckiana.
the.
Their airport is in Kentucky.
I've been
which
to
is
that airport.
Very odd. Very, very odd. All right, let's see what Lance McAllister talked about
All right.
yesterday.
He's probably Reds because he's on WLW.
No, this is the
Oh.
same station. This is 15 whatever. Sports Talk with Lance McAllister yesterday. Oh no, he had a fill in yesterday. Trags filled in for Lance.
Did Tregs drop Bearcat knowledge?
No, they talked about Trey Hendrickson and and the Reds playoff push. Yeah. So if you need any Trey Hendrickson reaction or Reds talk, these guys got you covered. They really do.
Like, this is going to be the most one-sided road game in the history of Nebraska football in terms of fans.
Yes, 100%.
Like,
I mean, I guess the Ireland game, was
So
probably pretty lopsided.
the midfield logo, is it going to be the Kansas City Classic
I think so.
logo or okay?
Oh,
I think
that's a
so.
good question.
But-
I would think it would be the logo for the event.
So
yeah.
Matt and I were discussing this. Like, it's a Cincinnati home game, but it's played at Arrowhead. Like, will there be Cincinnati-centric graphics? Like,
That's a good question
on
because
third down, do they ask the Cincinnati fans to get loud?
yeah, like Nebraska has to
Yeah.
use all of the road team amenities and stuff like that. I do know that. So maybe they make it like, do they bring in their crew and have them run the game?
I
Have
don't-
them run the show?
Well, here's another one. Will the Cincinnati band be there? Because if not, there is no marching band on either side at the game.
Oh, Nebraska's isn't coming?
I don't think so.
Wow. You got to bring them.
Because it's a road game.
Quick trip down I-29.
That might be the first
'Cause
college football.
What's Nebraska's band's deal is they get to pick like 2 a year or something
I
like
think it's
that.
down to one.
Ugh.
And I think that's, yeah. And they don't get to bring, what do they have, 300 members? This could be the first college football game that I've ever been to that there's not been at least one marching band. Like, what happens at halftime if there's no bands there?
Yeah, what are they going to do? Is
They-
Tech 9 going to come out? Ooh. Welcome to the Red Kingdom.
Do we get the Dr. Pepper toss?
Oh,
Yeah, it'll feel like Nebraska's
Like,
back
if you
in a
don't have a
conference title
band,
game again.
What do they do at halftime?
I don't know. What are they going to do? There must be a halftime performance by somebody.
is Red Panda healed?
No, she's not ready yet, Josh. Don't.
She's got 10 weeks from yesterday
Yeah.
to get ready.
She is not ready.
So will this be like a
You could have,
generic?
Have the Royals come out and
Like-
say hi to everybody.
Wait, throw T-shirts in the crowd?
Yeah.
Hey, there's Bobby.
Yeah.
There's Vinny.
Look at that.
Put her-
Salvi.
Put an old episode of New Heights on the.
Good idea.
Like, this is going to be very awkward. Did Cincinnati also
Maybe. I don't know what it'll look like.
sell the game ops to Nebraska?
That's what they should have done. They should have just said, since it's going to be 75,000 of your fans, why don't you just run the show? And it's going to be all of your media and whatever. Like, yes, they should definitely.
But
just do
let
that.
us wear our home uniforms. please.
Great. So, is there any confirmation on that? Is Nebraska wearing white with red pants?
Well,
They got to be right.
they got to be. I mean, they're the visiting team technically.
Oh, what if they?
Because I
wear
think
all
this
white?
counts as a road game, like in the historical thing.
Wow. Well, it turns out Cincinnati and Nebraska do have the exact same colors.
Cincy could wear the black, right?
Red, white, and black, which is, of course, one of Nebraska's colors.
Now, in Cincinnati's game week graphic, not that that means anything,
Okay.
the player is wearing black helmet, black jersey, black pants. Again, that doesn't necessarily mean anything.
Wow.
But if we're reading tea leaves, this is the only one we have.
Here comes Nebraska up for a 3rd down and 3. Stand up and shout! Burn it, burn it. And there's 4 people in the building who start to stand up and shout. Or maybe they could trick the Nebraska fans to cheering against their own team. They just want to be loud, right?
I'm going to guess that. I mean, now you can buy runs outside or inside.
I heard that Runza Rex was making the trip.
I
Yes.
saw the photo. It's
Yeah.
glorious.
Hey, did you just see? So Nebraska Athletics just released something here.
Yes, I have known
What
about
do we got?
this.
What do we got?
I will be a part of this.
Whoa.
Are you an MC for this?
Mhm.
So Maddie
Now
and
the-
Tay.
The last MC didn't go so well.
What do you?
Yeah.
Well, that was for the AVCA First
That
Serve
didn't belong to
Showcase,
Nebraska.
Josh. That was a great event.
The Cornhusker kickoff. The Husker Nation Pavilion is back.
Uh-huh.
You're the MC for Maddie and Tay?
Yeah.
How did you just
Do you
find a
have you ever?
job?
They asked me.
Do you,
I was sought out, Josh. I was sought out.
are you familiar with Maddie and Tay, the CMA
I-
recording artist?
I could be in a hurry. And apparently I'll need to be.
I see what the draw is.
Oh, this is for the Akron game.
Yeah, I'm doing it for the Akron game. That's why I'm not available for the Akron game.
I
Josh.
see what the draw is here. Bud Lights will be available for $5.
Hello. Now we're
Will
cooking.
it'll be the can, right? The Nebraska can.
Yeah, the Husker branded Bud Light
This is
12-ounce
good.
can.
I'm glad I got this email because I
Was not familiar with what you're doing.
Where is this? Yes. Southwest corner of the main doors, the Hawks. Oh, it's in the
Yes,
Hawks
Hawks,
Center.
yeah.
Okay, cool. That's good. Now I know where to go. Maybe they'll give me some parking. Let's see. Husker Vision will provide fans in attendance with live coverage of the Husker Legacy Walk on screen inside of the Hawks Championship Center, in addition to coverage of other live games. So it's a fan fest. Come out and say hello if you want your boy to pump you up.
Oh, I
Pump-
just saw the last
Pump
one.
you up. We're going to pump you up for Akron. I'm going to say, screw you guys. You should have stayed in the dorms in 2018. And people are going to say,
why don't you do the same hype that you did for the Creighton hype video?
exactly. I'll do something like that.
Yes. I scrolled all the way down. A game ticket is not required
Not
for
required.
entry. That's
Not required. Free for the people. And you come hang out with me and my personal great friends, Maddie and Tay, who I know.
and you're gonna be there from 8 to 11.
Let's get them on the show.
Who are Maddie and Tay? All right. What do they sing?
I'd like to welcome to the stage. What's your names again?
Oh, they were on the Disney Channel? Or that? No.
They haven't had anything new out like has been a hit of late, but they are recognizable and popular because they would be opening acts for like Dierks Bentley.
Wow.
I think they toured with Carrie Underwood.
Okay, cool. These are my guys.
They're ladies.
But they're my
Yeah,
guys.
you do.
I don't want you to make that mistake.
No,
Maddie and Tay,
I was
guest
able to
stars.
find that out from
Yeah.
the Google. Yes. 836,000 Instagram followers.
Solid number.
It's a great number.
Mm,
It's a
maybe
great
you
number.
can get on their Instagram
Yeah,
with a
maybe.
selfie.
Maybe.
Grow the brand.
The girl. I got new reach. 836,000 new friends. All right. That'll be fun. You guys can come hang out before the game. With-
8 in the morning to get hyped up is kind of
Well, no, it's not 8 in. It's
Isn't that a night game?
it's a night game.
Yeah.
It's a night. It'll be 8 o'clock for 11 a.m. tip.
gotcha.
First
Okay.
Kickoffs. Sorry, I gotta get back in football range. I think this one, if I'm not mistaken, will start at 2 or 2:30. They needed me there at 2:30. That's
Okay.
all I know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Will you be a guest on 1620, the pregame, the debut episode this season?
What time does that start?
Oh, I knew you were going to ask that.
2.5 hours before kickoff.
No,
On the other side of the stadium, on the other
no, I'll
under
be
the viaduct.
I'll
Are they
be-
still under the viaduct?
yeah.
Yes.
That's where Blur
Yeah.
is, right?
Blur.
I'll be busy. I'll be busy. I'll be
Okay.
hanging out with
They'll
Maddie
be
and Tay.
hyping up the Husker fans.
That's right. Get hyped for the Huskers and screw the Zips.
That's right.
I am a big Zip hater. I hate the Zips.
We all are.
Me and all my homies hate Akron.
They ruined the Scott Frost era.
Well, they've only won 11 games in the last 7 years, so
Whoa,
And they
that
are-
is
they
a
are
bad
one of the-
number.
they are
Yeah.
one of the top 10 worst teams in college football.
Mhm.
Stranger things have happened. This won't be a strange thing.
Sean writes in,
Hi, Sean.
can someone tell Connor to pick a side, J's or NE? No one's told me that. No one's told me to do that.
Let me phrase
Is
it like this.
it the whole thing about being a J-sker, liking Nebraska football and creating other things?
Neither school has asked him to pick a side.
Yet.
So why do the fan bases care?
Bingo.
Yeah.
Josh.
The only athletic program you hate is Omaha.
No, I worked for them once.
I
What did
saw
you do
it
for
with
them
my own
once?
eyes.
I was the MC for the hockey.
Why didn't you ever come back?
Because
Because they have like a rotating.
I wasn't asked.
Oh, do we have a bad?
No, we have no bad
Did you
feelings
fall on the
whatsoever.
ice?
No, I
didn't.
got very positive feedback and I enjoyed my experience. They just didn't ask me.
My son loved it.
That's totally fine.
Well, we got to get you back there.
Tell them to call me.
They got
Do
his
you have
number.
do you have an agent?
They know my number.
Are you the,
I'm gonna start to need one.
are you the Ginger Dwayne of Omaha?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I am.
They
I
got
don't know
that-
what. I assume this is Dwayne's gig for most of the games. I don't know. He must be out of town or something.
I don't know. But I like this rivalry. We tried to start it last year, and you weren't playing along.
No, because I'm Team Dwayne.
Eh,
I like Dwayne.
but he's crept into the Big O.
Yeah, Supernovas.
He's out of Pinnacle Bank
That's true.
Championship. I'm like,
But
that,
I'm in
that should
Lincoln.
be Connor.
I'm in Lincoln a little bit.
Ooh, does he get more ruffled when you do Lincoln gigs compared to you towards him?
Dwayne
doing
and I have
Omaha
worked
gigs?
together. We were part of the we were on the women's basketball crew for a very, very long time. He was the DJ and I was the PA guy, and he started doing 14 other things. And so he hired a DJ to so one of his DJs the women's basketball games.
He's got a crew.
Now. Yes.
He's got a coaching.
So I'm
tree.
pretty sure he still gets paid to DJ, but it's one of his DJs and he gives his DJ.
So is that the next step in
Yeah.
your world? Is you're now gonna have people?
You're gonna subcontract.
No, I'm not subcontracting. I'm not in the business of subcontracting. You either get 100% me or none. That's my style right now.
Not everybody's doing it that way.
Not everybody's doing it that way. Some people have LLCs.
That's classic. That he's got a DJ that takes care of his DJ.
Dude,
work.
he's got DJs on DJs.
We got DJs here.
It's awesome. We do.
He used to be one of our DJs in this company.
Dwayne took one of our DJs and is pimping them out throughout the greater Omaha Lincoln Metroplex.
That's
Yeah. Yes, that's true. I had to sift through all that. Yeah, that's absolutely right.
there are some DJs in the Dwayne web of DJs. That's for sure.
So he came in because I did the PA at the Big Ten baseball championship, and so one day he was the on-field guy. He came up to Omaha, did a game, went back to Lincoln because he had a gig, and then came back and did another game in Omaha. And I'm like,
He's everywhere.
did you really need to?
He's everywhere, man. He's like me. You just say yes. You just do it.
It'd be a great life if I didn't have a wife or a child.
Well, Josh, guess what? You could have it all.
No,
I have that too.
yeah. You've made it work in a way that, quite frankly, my wife would never allow.
Somehow.
But see, Connor has a little bit of a window. He still has like 3 years.
Mhm.
Yeah,
They can get all this out of his system.
my kid still can't really do anything.
A year later?
I mean, she could do more.
Oh, okay.
But
I was going to say,
not anything productive.
I know a guy in town that
You
might
know.
be able to give you guys.
Like
some
if I tell her
advice.
to go get like a beer out of the fridge, she can't do it.
Yeah.
She
And then
can't
what's the
walk.
point?
Have
Yeah.
you been practicing or what?
She can't walk. I've asked. She can't do it. Incapable.
All
All right.
right. So before we get to Thursday, can you please call Greenlight Dispensary and give them a heads up as well?
Maybe they'll send some
Oh,
samples.
Now that conversation might be a little bit more different than the one you had with Ryan at QT.
Yeah, maybe. Okay.
Good point.
We'll call all the businesses along I-29
we coming.
in
What is
Missouri.
there's got to be one in St. Joe, like not just the truck stop.
Yeah, the
Is-
Loves.
Is there a fireworks?
There's a
stand?
St. Joe. I keep getting told about the St. Joe QT. It's
Ooh,
very clean.
where's that at?
Apparently, I don't know. I always
I don't
stop
know.
at Plaid City.
Yeah, I don't. I try not to stop in St. Joe,
Too soon.
unless it's at Love's truck stop.
I always blow right through St. Joe.
Mhm.
While
Well-
other people are slowing down in St. Joe, I'm
Yeah.
I'm speeding up.
I noticed
We're right there. Let's
coming
just
back from
finish the
training
job.
camp, that stretch. There's a stretch that goes like 75 and immediately down to 55.
Yep.
Yep.
Tricky.
Yep.
Get picked up in there. Watch out. All right. There you go. That's crossover. Powered by Everlevel Concrete Repair in Omaha at everlevelconcrete.com. It is Tuesday. We'll start things off next.
That's the crossover. The Connor Happer Show is next on 1620 The Zone.
Slight chance of a spotty shower early Tuesday. Otherwise, expect more clouds in the morning, then more afternoon sunshine. Mild with highs in the mid-70s. I'm meteorologist Sean Everson from KETV Newswatch 7.
Labor Day sizzles at Les Hills Harley Davidson. This Saturday from 10 to 4, feel all the freedom on two wheels. Enjoy Smash Bites Food Truck, live tunes by SSM Nashville's Jared Turner and Dage Lee. There's some pretty sweet swag with raffle prizes, door gifts, and a free gift with test drive. It's more than a party. It's a Harley Davidson celebration. Bring friends, bring family, and bring your biker spirit to Les Hills Harley Davidson. Visit leshillshd.com to get all the details. Glenwood exit off I-29. Les Hills Harley Davidson. Rise up and ride on.
It's the Connor Happer Show. Are we sure we want to do this?
Could you, make an announcement that we're ready?
It's the Connor Happer Show on 1620, The Zone.
All right, welcome in. Happy Tuesday. It's the Connor Happer Show here on 1620 The Zone and on 1620thezone.com. Connor Happer, Josh Johnson with you. Happy fall. We woke up again this morning and it was in the 50s. Although I did see the meme going around yesterday of, we're
in false fall, fake fall.
You got it. The Midwest seasons, Josh. We are
here.
Okay. I know why you hate it. I know why you hate it. And I know that you do hate it, but it's accurate.
It is accurate.
It's accurate. It's accurate. This is fake fall. Welcome to it. Second summer is right around the corner.
I will say.
And then real fall will last 48 hours.
I was going to say.
Coming up in October.
Fake fall is often longer than real fall.
Oh, yeah. No, this is actually, this is the best, the most consistent good the weather is probably going to be. I think we had a week in May where it was in the 70s maybe, and now we get this week for whatever reason, and it comes at a different time every year, and then it'll return to being blistering hot very shortly. I don't know anything about the extended forecast, but I'm convinced that will be the case, and then it'll be fall for like a grand total of 48 hours before it turns to winter. So enjoy it. That was my point, Josh.
Yeah, I am enjoying it.
Enjoy it while it lasts. Fat Scorpion's back in the chat.
Hi, Fat Scorpion.
That dumb meme and the just wait 2 minutes and the weather will change meme annoys me to no end.
Great take, Fat Scorpion.
Yeah. We, us Midwesterners, we like how we're just a little bit different. You know, just you can't know what the weather. Actually, everywhere says that about their weather. Did you know that, Josh? Like you go to Florida and they're like, hey, you don't like the weather right now, just wait 10 minutes.
Because it rains every day at 2:30 in Florida.
Yeah. Hey, let's go to Phoenix. So you don't like the weather? Wait till this haboob comes in.
Yeah, you're big on the haboob.
Did you see the haboob?
I am not familiar with the haboob.
Oh, man. I was learning all about haboobs yesterday.
Were you learning about haboobs yesterday?
I was. It's our Wikipedia of the day, and that'll be coming up a little bit later on. A couple texts here from the 402.
Hi, 402.
This one says, Connor, I think Gus Johnson is ready for fall. Do we? Even though we're not going to be really making much contact with Gus this fall. But if you were, he might say, Archie Wilson! Oh! The thunder from down under. He might say something like that. And then Jason Siegel, mispronouncer. I forgot about this guy. Jason Siegel.
That was a good bit.
Speaking of fake fall, what is the acceptable date for my wife to cover our home in pumpkins? Well, there is no acceptable, unacceptable. It's just going to happen.
I'm going to say Labor Day weekend.
I mean, if it's happening right now, I wouldn't be surprised. But like, you don't get this is one of the things that you, as a man, you give up. You're just like, whenever the house gets decorated, it's getting decorated with pumpkins, and I'm in no control.
Right.
Unless you're helping.
They're out at Target, so they're coming home.
Yeah, exactly. The pumpkin spice. It's
tomorrow, by the way, I think.
It's coming your direction. Today on a Tuesday show, Allan Bell will join, coming up at 11:30. And Scott Strohmeier.
Whoa.
I know him.
Good get, Josh.
The Iowa Western head football coach. Josh will honk for the Reavers.
Honk, honk.
Coming up at nobody asked Josh why.
Pick a side.
Pick a side, Josh. Are you a Reaver or are you a...
The fun part is you can combine Husker and Reaver, and it still says Husker or Reaver.
Reevsker. Are you a Reevsker?
Are you a Reevsker? Let's get it started.
Pick a side, Jackwagon. So Scott Strohmeier will join us at 12:30. That's the lineup, powered by the Referees at John Higgins Weather Guard. Want to hear from you all? 402-951-1620 on the Prairie Flower Casino Zone Hotline, or as that one lady says on TikTok, Casino.
Whoa.
So her whole bit on TikTok is she goes to Casino and she just says all of the things that I like him every time I see him.
She has to know, right?
She knows.
Okay.
She's not from here, but she knows.
Fun.
She's doing a bit. By the way, speaking of the Prairie Flower Casino Zone Hotline, it's a good time to remind you all that you can win $100 gift card to Sky Bar and Grill at Prairie Flower Casino.
$100?
$100 each week in perpetuity. Enter right now at 1620thezone.com. Email Connor, Josh at 1620thezone.com, the Equitable Bank Zone inbox. Tweet at Happer Show, at Connor Happer on the JTech Construction Zone Twitter feed. And I did those out of order, so now I'm all thrown off. Oh, and we say good morning to the YouTube streamers today. What's up, fam? Need some more natural light in here. It's a little cloudy. Look at us. We look all gray today.
Clouds throwing us off.
But at least we're wearing our white. We're white boys.
That's what they call us.
We are the white boys. Elsewhere today, miscellaneous reaction overreaction.
Ooh.
That's right. We're in a weird spot.
I'll just have to cycle through all these graphics I have that don't show up very well on the read out background to begin with.
We're in a weird spot. Is it college football reaction overreaction? Is it NFL reaction overreaction? Is it College basketball reaction overreaction? Is it MLB reaction overreaction?
Who's to say?
It could be any of those topics. That will come up today at 1. Elsewhere today on the show, good luck watching Fox this weekend.
God.
Is Shedeur Sanders really famous enough for it to make sense for the coach to sabotage him?
There's no way, right?
All right, we'll find out. We'll talk about it at least. I did watch the CBS Camp Confidential yesterday. We'll dive into what a haboob is. We will find out who got black shirts.
Blackshirts.
Dave Portnoy. We got a really fun show for you guys. And I just learned today about the culture war that is going on with Cracker Barrel.
Oh, yeah. Y'all should have seen him in the office learning about this. Why are people mad? There's lots of statements. People are very mad. Yes, Connor.
Yeah.
People are very upset.
It's very odd. It's very, very interesting. So I'd like to talk about it. This is my radio show after all. People often ask me, man, how do you talk about sports for 4 hours a day? And I say it's easy. I don't talk about sports.
There's a bit of a lifestyle element to it as well.
we have a lifestyle show. That's right, Josh. A lifestyle type of show. LSD Will writes in on the text line.
Hi, LSD Will.
No red for any of the hosts on 1620 today. Why don't you call it Red Out Week? WEAK.
All right, that's good.
Great question. And I can't answer to that. I don't usually wear red.
Yeah,
that's my response.
Connor believes it's a color unbecoming of him.
I'm not good at red. I'm not good at. I don't know. It just doesn't look right on me.
I have a volleyball shirt that's cream with some red lettering.
Okay. I have a white Nebraska hat. Should I have? Does that count as Red Out Week?
We can. I mean, we're saving the red in our closet for
and we still
later this week.
We still don't know what John and Josh are going to be wearing. Although on the first day of Red Out Week last week, John wore all Creighton gear. That was funny.
Making a statement. John Bishop.
Classic John Bishop. All right. So we have one more day in studio this week until the game, because we will be here on Friday.
We will
be in this room on Friday. But
one show on the road.
A great point from Sam on Twitter.
Hi, Sam.
Your show logo is red. An excellent point.
Thank you for having our back, Sam.
Mark Mack, though, writes in and says, you guys are probably cheering for Cincinnati. Now, why would I do that? We would stand out. There would be
very quickly.
Yeah, you'd figure it out quite easily. All right. So a lot of things we're going to check in on. I do have to know more information on this Cracker Barrel thing, though. I got to know what's going on.
Connor, this is the biggest story in the country right now.
I've missed it entirely. I don't know. I must have been logged off this weekend.
You'd think other things.
I know about the haboobs from yesterday.
I don't know about the haboobs.
Okay,
so
I'll teach you about
maybe
haboob.
We're getting different feeds.
I'll
here.
teach you about haboob. You teach me about what's going on with Cracker Barrel.
Okay.
We'll be back after this on 1620 The Zone. You know, the Blackshirts really lose their little bit of zip. Am I wrong about this? Has Matt Rule ruined Blackshirts by announcing other things in excess before announcing the Blackshirts?
I feel like they're doing it backwards, like the rollout. Like it should go Blackshirt, single digit captain.
I hate this so much. So
you can win a lot of preseason awards down there.
Yeah, that's right. So there are a few players who won the Triple Crown.
That's what they'll call it.
That's what I'm calling it anyway. Sierra Wright, Marquise Buford, Malcolm Hartzog. No, not Malcolm Hartzog. Is Hartzog a captain? I can't remember now. I have it marked as if he is. And Deshaun Singleton. All but I don't think Hartzog was. Could you check on that for me? Check and see who the captains were.
2024 captains?
No, the captains right now. The captains for this year. They announced them.
I was reading an email.
2025 captains. Who are they for Nebraska football? I know Sierra Wright's one. I know Marquise Buford's one. I know Deshaun Singleton is one. Was Malcolm Hartzog one?
Oh, really? They've never.
Because the other ones were Dane Key, Lutovsky, and Dillon. So no. So Hartzog was not a Triple Crown winner this year. I am sorry to announce.
Sad.
But he was a single-digit guy.
That's good.
Okay.
You want that?
So, once again, Sierra Wright, Marquise Buford, and Deshaun Singleton all are single digits, captains, and black shirts. Single-digit captain black shirts. That's a high honor. That's high praise.
It really is.
Then we have Javen Wright, Malcolm Hartzog, who are single-digit black shirts. Single-digit no captain black shirts, single-digit black shirts. And then we have Andrew Marshall, Cam Lenhart, Desan McCullough, Elijah Judy, and Marquez Watson Trent, who are black shirts, just black shirts, not single digit numbers and not captains, but have to settle for the lowly, undistinguished honor of being a black shirt.
Yeah. And then it kind of changes your thinking about, oh, you're just a black shirt. Whereas
That's what I'm saying.
10 years ago, I would have went, hey, you're a black shirt. Great job.
That's what I'm saying. What the black shirt thing has lost its juice. It's lost its mojo.
Yeah, I guess it has.
And
I didn't know that about myself.
And there's only 10 of them. And why did they decide to award the black shirts to those specific 10 people? I couldn't tell you the answer to that question. For example, one of the black shirts was Cam Lenhart. On the depth chart, Cam Lenhart is listed as an or with Williams Winery. Williams Winery is at the top. Depending on how you read a depth chart, you could think differently about this, but seems like Cam Lenhart is going to be the starter and not Williams Winery, even though Williams Winery is an or, but he did not receive a black shirt.
Okay, so that's the one spot because we have 10 black shirts.
No. The one spot that didn't get one at all was the Keona Davis spot. So
now what's up with that?
The defensive tackle spot, it's Keona Davis 1, Jalen George 2, Sua Lefotu 3. That spot did not get a black shirt at all. So when they tried out that starting defense and in walkthrough tomorrow before they leave for Kansas City and I'll get on the bus, it'll be 10 black shirts in Keona Davis.
That's a little weird, right?
I can't explain that.
They're don't get me wrong. They're in camp every day. Like they know they've seen all the practices. They've seen all the players. I haven't, and I'm not saying everyone should get a trophy, but boy, isn't that a statement giving 10 and not one?
It goes to the T.
11?
It goes to the T on everybody else. So you start in the defensive backfield. Top guy is at corner or Sierra Wright and Andrew Marshall. They're both black shirts. Nickel, Malcolm Hartzog. Safety, Marquise Buford. Rover, Deshaun Singleton. All those guys, top of the line, no oars, black shirts. Linebacker, Javen Wright, black shirt. Linebacker, Marquez Watson-Trent or Vincent Shavers. Watson-Trent got the black shirt. Jack, Desan McCullough, he got the black shirt. And then it's Jordan Ochoa, Willis McGahee, and Dylan Rogers, but McCullough's at the top. And then nose guard, Elijah Judy. It's a low-key, pretty fun story of this camp. Elijah Judy gets the nod at nose guard, gets the black shirt over single-digit Riley Van Poppel. So once again, we have the very limited club, and I think it's just Riley Van Poppel, the very limited club of no captain, no black shirt, but single-digit.
Oh.
And that's Riley Van Poppel, who has that distinguished honor this year. And then Lenhart got the other black shirt with one spot open. But if you watch the this came out in the black shirt video that they did yesterday. They're like, hey, we're not going to play games. It's week to week. And that's the story, even though
I like that.
10. I like it too. The coaches who have done this right, who they have taken the perspective of, hey, look, we're just going to do it the way we feel is right. Okay. And everyone's like, sweet. Awesome. If you start asking people too many questions, they're going to be like, hey, this is not how Tom Osborne did it. And Charlie McBride, so I think it's fine. Although it is a little bit odd to see 10 out of the 11. From the 402.
Hi, 402.
Did Dylon get a single digit? If so, what did he do with it? I don't know. That's a halfway decent question, maybe, for Rule today. Like, was Dylan Raiola elected a single digit number guy? Because he was elected a captain. He was not elected a single digit. And of course, he is not available to be elected as a black shirt. That's not really an election. That's just what the depth chart is, right?
What do the defensive coaches have against Dylan that they wouldn't give him a black
Great
shirt?
question. So I don't know if Dylan was elected a single digit and just declined it, or if he just wasn't elected at all. It's a question that only matters to about 8 people, but maybe it's a decent question.
And if your rule, you got to frame it a certain way, right? Like, I told him not to vote for quarterback. I told everybody on the front end.
Maybe, I don't know.
Don't vote for quarterback.
No.
I don't like quarterbacks having a single digit.
LSD Will writes in.
Hi again, LSD Will.
I approve of single digit black shirts. CBD. Single black shirt digit.
No.
That's what he said. CBD.
That's not what that.
That's also C. Also, single starts with a S, not a C.
But I mean, LSD Will trying to make a CBD joke. I like that.
Single digit black shirts.
Well, the LSD guy's making a weed joke. I like that.
Oh, that doesn't have anything to do with the single digit black shirt thing.
No, he doesn't care about that.
Oh, okay.
He cares about weed. He's LSD Will.
All right, great. Thank you for the text. I appreciate it. I did watch the CBS Confidential.
Doesn't seem very confidential if you air it publicly, but
yeah, they should call it CBS Unconfidential.
Yeah,
Camp Unconfidential. I'll have some thoughts on that here momentarily.
Oh, okay.
It does. We've been trying to wrap our arms around all summer, like who is Dylan Raiola? What is Dylan Raiola's personality?
He's a chameleon.
He absolutely is a chameleon. So we got a little bit of insight on that last night on the Camp Unconfidential. So we could touch on that during the show, of course, as well. Allan Bell will join us at the bottom of the hour. Those are your black shirts, single digits, and captains for the year. And I don't believe there are any more honors to be bestowed upon people. I believe the hay is in the barn, Josh.
Could be a special one. There could be a game captain on Thursday.
We'll find out. There's one more walkthrough in Lincoln tomorrow, and then they all get on the bus. Did you know that they're taking a bus there and taking a plane back?
you'd think you'd do it the other way around if you were going to split it, but you shouldn't split it.
I don't know. I don't make the rules.
Huh.
I don't make the rules.
See, if Redway Airlines was still in business,
Yeah,
they wouldn't
you'd
have to do this.
Be all up in them planes. We'll be back after this on 1620 The Zone.
Let's get back to the Connor Happer Show on 1620 The Zone.
I like it when Lane is in the chat mixing it up.
Lane changed his profile picture.
Yeah, he used to be the YouTube equivalent of an egg. Now he's a person. Lane says, I want to see how Dylon does in the air raid offense. And don't fool yourselves. This offense is 90% Dana's offense / air raid.
Why stop at 90?
I mean, yeah, it's 100% Dana's offense. It's just not air raid. Does that make sense?
I'm confused. You're both saying something different, but yeah, I think
it's 100% Dana's offense. Mm-hmm. It's just not air raid. Because that's not what Dana does. The rest are not going to be throwing it like 100. The rest are not going to be throwing it 50 times a game. I don't know what you guys are thinking. I don't know what you guys are thinking that this is going to look like, but they're not going to be throwing it 50 times a game. They'll throw it quite a bit. Their pace will be faster. They'll get more plays off. They're not going to be running the air raid offense. Maybe
What if they did though?
Honestly, I'd be in full support of it.
Whoa.
Why not?
At Nebraska, the forward
Dude, you have
pass.
a 5-star quarterback.
The forward pass.
That dude can slang the pill. I'm cool with it. You can run it as the air raid as much as you want. But they're not going to do that. They're not going to throw it all over, as Lane says right now. Okay, now Lane follows up and says it will be 60-40 pass to run. Okay, well, that's not throwing it all over to me.
Great question. Everyone put in the chat what your threshold is.
What is your percentage of what throwing it all over means?
It's got to be at least 70, right? 75, maybe even 80?
Yeah.
How high you going? What's your number?
Yeah, sure. 75, throwing it all over. I don't know.
As long as we get them dubs, baby.
Throw it all over. Throw wherever you want, just not to the other team. Oh, look, perfect. Excellent timing. I just saw a blog, a blog from Barstool Sports.
Ah, yes.
I quote, "I can't get mad at God for making me look like him."
Him, like capital
quote.
H?
No. It was a real quote from Dylan Raiola talking about Patrick Mahomes.
Oh.
Credit to Dylan Raiola for his commitment to refusing to admit he's doing a Patrick Mahomes impersonation, which is admittedly a funny headline. He did address that last night in the camp unconfidential. Not very confidential anymore, Josh.
That's right.
So they set it up so it was the defensive backs. Basically, it was like Malcolm Hartzog and Sean Singleton and Marquise Buford and Sierra Wright. And they were like, there's one narrator that comes on for basically the entire thing. He's like, these are the defensive backs and the blah, 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 and whatever. And they show a bunch of highlights. And then they are just having a conversation. And then definitely coincidentally, 2 minutes into that conversation, Dylan Raiola and Emmett Johnson come crashing into the room.
Oh.
Yes. And so they're there.
Make an entrance.
They're there the rest of the time. Yeah, they're like the Kool-Aid Man. So they're there the rest of the time. And it's like a 50-minute thing. It was a long deal.
Okay.
No, maybe not 50, but almost 40. And they just are just kind of chopping it up. So the thing that I have been curious about, and we have dove into this. We've had our forays into this at a variety of different times during the off season. But like, who is Dylan Raiola? What is the real Dylan Raiola? What is his personality? Not that it super matters, I don't really care. But what I do want to know is, how do his teammates interact with him? Like, how do people look at him when you're in a team setting, when you're in they're not in a dorm room or anything like that, but when you're in somebody's apartment, or, how do they look at him? And I do think this gave us a little bit of an insight into that. And
who's the guy everyone picks on?
I'm curious. Like, I was curious about that. What does that look like? And I thought it was cool to see the dynamic on how some of the guys interact with him in particular, because he is different than everybody else in the team. He makes millions of dollars.
At least 3 of them.
He's the quarterback, first of all. Then he makes millions of dollars. He is a literal spokesperson for a major athletic wear brand, Adidas. He's just a little bit separate from everybody on the football team and everybody at the university. And this is part of the NIL world that we live in and the revenue share world that we live in. But it's also because of his upbringing as well. He was already that way. He was a 5-star quarterback, and his dad played at the NFL for a decade and is an all-time legend at Nebraska, and is recruiting process was odd, to say the least, right? Especially in his relationship with Nebraska. And he recounted that a little bit in the unconfidential last night. He said he called Rule, and we knew this story, but he said he called Rule. Well, he called his uncle first. He called Donnie, and he was like,
Johnny,
"Hey, I think I want to come to Nebraska. I think I want to do something different." And he was like, "You're crazy. Go to bed and call Rule tomorrow." And then Rule said the same thing. It's like, "Hey, how about you just calm down, buddy, and call me back tomorrow if you're serious." Called him back, ends up committing, and that's the history with it.
how come he don't want me, man?
But I've always been curious to see what the dynamic is with Dylan and the team. Frankly, I think it's a good exercise for anybody who has a superstar on their college football team. Like what is that dynamic like? And you don't get a real insight into it because they know they're on camera and they know what they're doing. My read on it was that they know he's a weirdo nerd.
He's got those glasses.
Not like in that way, but
okay.
I think they know that he's like trying too hard. We talked about with the turtleneck and the whatever, and like my read on it is that they know that he's just kind of an odd duck. I think he's an odd duck. I think he's kind of a weird kid, but that's okay. But he's been thrust into this very forward-facing, public-facing position, and he has to put on a show. But the read that I got from his teammates is that they have his back. So they talked about this Mahomes thing, and he kind of explained it, and he kind of didn't. And he was like, "I can't help that, God made me look like him." And they were like, "Yeah." A couple of the members of the team were like, "Yeah, you had that haircut first. I saw it." So they kind of had his back. And frankly, that's all that matters. Because we were wondering about this all off season. Like, what is this dynamic? If he is a leadership stalwart on the team, how is it taken given that he just has really different circumstances than everybody else on the group? And it seems like they really have his back, and he has earned their respect by his hard work. They mentioned that. They're like, he's always doing something. He is always working on the team, and so I think he's a chameleon, and given whatever situation he is in, he might talk a little bit different. He might sound a little bit different, whatever it might be. He puts on a show for sure, but they know his DNA. They know what he's all about, and he has earned that respect with his work. And frankly, I'm done asking questions about it. I've wondered out loud for a long time, what is going on here? This guy is a weirdo. Yeah, I think he's just weird. And everybody,
some really popular athletes are really weird, and they don't get called out on it like they should.
And everybody knows it, and that's okay, because he works hard, and he's earned his teammates' respect. That's what I've
really
gathered.
all that matters, right? Like,
that's what I've gathered anyway.
Little Matt McMaster-esque, where
Matt is a weirdo.
Uh-huh.
He's got some stuff going on. He's insane, but he is really talented and he works hard.
We can make fun of him. You can't.
Yeah, that's our guy. That is our guy. So yeah, actually, good one. Matt McMaster is Dylan Raiola.
Whoa. Good thing he's at a press conference right now and can't hear us compliment him.
I know. We should never let him hear that. Maybe he'll listen to it on his way back.
Nobody clip this and send it to Matt McMaster.
No, nobody do that. So this is Dylan Raiola.
Okay.
This is the guy going into the season, and this is the team, and this is the culture. The hay is in the barn, Josh.
Well, yes, for better or worse.
For better or worse.
Any other takeaways?
This is what you got. Not really. Not really.
Would you say worth a watch?
Only if you're a sicko.
I'm not a sicko.
No, you're not. No, you're not. So maybe you could definitely live without it.
Okay.
You could live without it. Husker fans, you could live without it.
Whoa.
You don't have to consume every content that exists.
But if you are one of those people, then this would be something you'd really dig, it sounds like.
Or you could listen to this radio show and listen to one of the hosts recount how he felt watching it.
Okay.
Which I have just done.
We would love for you to do that.
I did it. It's done.
Mhm.
The segment is basically over now. We can move on to other things.
Okay.
Like this, Josh.
Like what?
YouTube TV.
These guys.
What's going on with YouTube TV, Josh?
Same thing that goes on every football season with YouTube TV.
I received an email from YouTube TV yesterday, of which I am a subscriber.
Brag.
It took me a long time to cut the cord.
It did.
But at a certain point, it just became too cost effective for me to do so. Not so much anymore, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
Not so much anymore. And now, just like the cable networks before them, right before football season starts, they announce, oh, we're in a dispute. And you might not have this channel for a couple days unless you write emails to your providers or to people. You might have to write some emails and you might be disappointed.
Tell them
Which,
you love us.
By the way, this will be wrapped up in like this will be done.
Usually is.
It'll be fine. But here's the email. In order to provide you with the best in live sports, news, and entertainment, YouTube TV enters into partnerships with content providers like Fox. Our current agreement with Fox is approaching its renewal date, and we are in active negotiations to continue carrying their content. Our priority is to reach a deal that's fair for both sides as well as our subscribers. We want to be transparent about these discussions. If we are unable to reach an agreement with Fox by tomorrow, their content may be unavailable. If this happens, this will impact channels like the Fox Broadcast Network, Fox News, Fox Sports, as well as any library recordings if you have them from these channels.
Whoa!
Which I do.
Yeah.
I have many Creighton basketball games on there and Nebraska football games for the record as well. We know how frustrating it is to lose channels, which is why it's our goal to keep Fox on YouTube TV.
Oh, man, if I wanted to grind some Kansas Fresno State tape,
it's not on there.
It wouldn't be there anymore.
It wouldn't be there if this goes through.
Man.
We are committed to continuing to work with Fox to reach an agreement, but if their content becomes unavailable for an extended period of time, we'll offer our subscribers a $10 credit.
$10?
$10, you get 10 back.
It's all worth it now.
If Fox becomes unavailable, you can continue to watch their sports, news, and shows by signing up for Fox One. Interesting that that's in the press release. It's almost like they want to do this.
Interesting.
For more information on the impact to our Spanish Plus, 4K, Sports Plus, Fox Nation add-ons, please visit our help center. Thank you for your patience. Blah, 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 blah. YouTube TV. All right. So a couple things here.
Yeah, where do we start?
First of all, everything's going to be fine.
Is it, Connor?
Yeah. It'll be fine.
What incentive does Fox have to...
They want you to this weekend or at the start of this weekend, download Fox One.
Yeah.
And potentially get a free trial to Fox One or something like that before making it available again to YouTube TV because they have too much to lose from being connected to cable provider, which is YouTube TV, which is a cable provider. They're a cable provider. They can't go away from the cable provider.
I mean, seems like there's not a lot of incentive for Fox to...
The incentive is that everyone gets mad at them.
Well,
including me.
I think Fox has dealt with that before.
Yes.
Everyone being mad at them.
That's true. This will come back on like Saturday morning or something like that. And you'll be like, oh, cool. I can watch all the games and I'll never know that this happened. So this is so predetermined as to what is going to happen here that at Big Ten Media Days, more than a month ago, Fox, one of, how they set it up where they'll have the main podium and they'll have Radio Row, but then they'll dedicate some of the rooms in the facility that they're located in to television networks. So NBC comes by and they have their talent come in and ask questions, and they record various features and bits for social media.
Paul Burmeister is juggling with PJ Fleck or something.
Same thing with, well, actually probably not ESPN, but like CBS and Fox. And one of Fox's requests at Big Ten Media Days was they have all the coaches read a script that says Fox might be going off the air. You might lose Fox soon. I'm dead serious. This video is out there. I couldn't get it to play on the stream, but when the BTN tweeted it out yesterday, it was a recording from a month ago of all the coaches saying, hey, blah, 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 we're in a labor dispute or whatever it might be.
If you go to keepfox.com, you could watch all of your Big Ten favorites.
Exactly. We are definitely not being held with our arms behind our back right now. We are not being handcuffed to this thing.
Hi, I'm Nebraska head coach Matt Rule.
Don't you want to watch Nebraska games on YouTube TV? Then you better get Fox Go, or basically whatever it might be. So, yeah. This is all a ploy. Also, you'll find a way. One thing that not having cable has provided this generation with, not so much like millennials or whatever, but the people who are consumers of television right now, one thing it has given them the ability to do is be very, very nimble as it pertains to their television providers, right? We can adapt and adjust in a hurry, in a heartbeat. YouTube TV, cool. Hulu Live, cool. We get trials. We got antennas on our TV still. We can go get logins from somebody else. We are very nimble and very flexible when it comes to watching our TV. So forgive me if I don't feel like this has a significant impact on me other than the principle. Now, the principle is a tough one to swallow. I hate the principle. I am paying X amount of dollars a month for YouTube TV. Damn it, I want all the channels.
And it's growing every 6 months.
Yes, I'm paying more and more money every single time I pay money to YouTube TV. Damn it, I want my channels, and damn it, I want a good experience. But if I do have to go out of my way to watch something on Fox, like, I don't know, Texas and Ohio State on Saturday morning,
kind of a big deal,
I will find a way to do so.
Yeah.
I will find a way. Will it make a big impact on my life? No, other than me being mad that I'm not actually able to flip it on my YouTube TV like I always am. We'll find a way.
We got a bunch of billionaires in a pissing contest. Meanwhile, YouTube is emailing you going, here's a $10 coupon and an offer for I'll give you $18 off a Sunday ticket if you want. Like, hey, we got this big albatross around our necks called Sunday ticket, and nobody's buying it. And you're going to pay for it, whether you want the games or not.
You will pay for it. Aaron writes in.
Hi, Aaron.
Losing sports, but gaining by losing Fox News, a conundrum.
I didn't say anything about that.
Once again, my YouTube TV tells me what to watch, and only when there's extremely nothing on television, it tells me to watch Gutfeld. Because I clicked on it once.
What's this Gutfeld all about? Click.
I checked it out. I clicked on Gutfeld.
One of the great things about the service that YouTube TV provides is there are no channel numbers. You can arrange the grid.
It's impossible to understand.
You can
my little pea brain so here's a great example of this. I was watching the volleyball on Saturday. Mm-hmm. It was on Fox, right? It was on FS1. And so when I turned it on, I was looking for the Creighton game, but it wasn't the Creighton game yet. It was still Kansas and Vanderbilt. They were in the 5th set. And so I watched the rest of it, and then I had to shut my TV off for some reason. I turned it back on, and there was nothing. FS1 wasn't even a channel for me because there was nothing on. There was nothing on until it popped up, until the Creighton match actually ended up starting, which ended up being an hour late. So yes, there's no channel. There's no numbers.
You can arrange the guide in any order you see fit. And at the Oddson household, we've put all of the cable news channels, regardless of spin, at the very bottom, because we know if you get to that part of the guide, Ain't nothing on.
Good job by you. How much do you, by the way, quick personal question for you, Josh.
Ooh.
How much are you missing Lester time these days?
Well, right now with Jeopardy on summer break, and it's changing to
What's going on?
Jeopardy's moving to KETV in the fall here in about a month.
Whoa.
So,
huge get for Andy.
Yeah, we might be David Muir heads now that Lester's retired. And
Well, so you'll be watching ABC with David Muir.
David Muir, yeah.
You'll be watching it with he's very serious. He's too serious.
Very serious. I kind of like Tom Yamas, who has replaced Lester.
Okay. I haven't watched the Tom Yamas episode yet.
He similar vibes.
Lester had a great Lester was great because there was a calmness and a kind of breeziness about it, even though it was very serious stuff.
Mm-hmm.
He wasn't as serious as David Muir. David Muir has a scowl when he does the news.
That's a great take.
I don't appreciate that.
Lester would come back from a story about like a puppy adoption drive, and he would just like tap the papers on the desk and go, "That's great. You'll love to see it."
Yeah, I like that. I appreciate that.
I need that. Meanwhile, David Muir is like,
tonight in the Vatican City.
Yeah, there will not be a single puppy on this broadcast because 11,000 people have died in a volcano. Find me the volcano story.
Michael writes in on the text line.
Hi, Michael.
Connor, you would think with all this technology, there would be a way to just pay X amount of dollars for a game you want to watch rather than paying $100 plus a month for a service I don't really watch just to watch a few games. How is this not a thing? Once again, like, you can make it. It's so stupid now that you can make whatever television experience you want to watch. You know, if you don't mind going through the hassle of new emails and free trials and canceling and resubscribing and thus minimizing your financial impact that you have to donate to these cable companies, you know, like, you could do it. You could do it that way. I personally basically like having cable or the equivalent of cable. I like having it there for me all the time. So that's not an option. That's not a good option.
I'm still waiting for my ESPN, Fox, Hulu, Disney Plus bundle to come through.
That's right. Yeah. By the way, I just heard from QT.
Oh.
They want to come by today after the show.
They can come by literally whenever.
I said, you're QT. You can come whenever you want. Great. Yes, I'll message QT and say they can come by.
Okay. What an excellent development.
Yeah, it's very, very good. All right. Allan Bell is going to join us next.
AB.
Let's talk some football and more. Coming up on 1620 The Zone.
comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money. Money, 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 money.
Allan Bell, the AB3, on the Connor Happer Show on 1620 The Zone.
Folks, football season is underway. That's if you count week 0 as a week. I do. Some people do, some people don't. Allan Bell, driving the line, joins us now on the Prairie Flower Casino Zone hotline. AB, hello to you, my friend. How we doing?
Hello, my friend. And first off, appreciate having me back. Second off, look, I don't know how people do it elsewhere. We celebrate week 0 in this household. All right, that's the national holiday.
Well, I got bad news for you. I want to cancel week 0 in favor of making week 1. I was going to say great again, but I'm not going to say that. Good, the better. That's what I'm going to go with.
All right, you know what? I like it and I respect it. You know what? We can come together on this divisive issue. All right, this is splintering America left and right.
I will reach across the aisle and say, I understand football is good. We love football, but I do believe in. Maybe it's the baseball in me, Allan. Like, I'm a big opening day fan. I like the whole scene, the pageantry. You know, everything all comes together. It's opening day, which you still get, but maybe it's just a little bit lessened by the fact that stupid Ireland game has to happen.
Well, yeah, you know, and I was going to say, look, I mean, we've got Tennessee and Syracuse playing in Atlanta. We've got Nebraska and Cincinnati playing at Arrowhead. Mm-hmm. What do we think about that? Do we like the Arrowhead start?
Let me tell you, we love it. Yeah. Unless Nebraska loses, and then it's the worst thing ever. Just like when Nebraska opened in Ireland a couple years ago, we're like, this is great, but then they lost. They were up 11 in the fourth quarter. They onside kicked and lost. And then it was like, well, this is terrible. Season's over, and we're never doing this again.
Buddy, I have been there. And look, I've been there, and when you pay for the tickets to go sit there, and you're walking out, nobody's saying a word, and in your head you're going, yep, season's over. It's done. I've been there.
We are never doing this again. So it's great.
The last game.
It's an easy trip for Nebraska. It's 3 hours down the road. There's going to be 70,000 Nebraska fans in the stadium. They literally can't lose. They're not allowed to lose this game. If they do, it's going to be a problem that hangs around for a very long time for them. But if we don't think about what actually happens in the game, it's a great thing for Nebraska. They haven't played in Arrowhead since 2006. It's a home away from home. You get a little Big 12 flavor back in there. I love it.
Yeah, I do too. You know, and the interesting part too is that you're right on the 70,000 Nebraska fans. Like, it's going to be impossible for Cincinnati fans to get tickets, right? But you're taking away red from them. Like, they're going to have to go alternate color if you're a Cincinnati fan, you're going to have to wear, like, black. Same thing with Syracuse and Tennessee. If you're a Syracuse fan, you're not showing up in orange in Atlanta, right?
That's a great point.
Away from
so Syracuse and Tennessee are playing in Atlanta in the Chick-fil-A thing?
Yeah, and it's on Saturday, so Chick-fil-A will actually be open.
Wow, that's a double bonus. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
So when Nebraska played at Wisconsin, it was their first Big Ten game in 2011. Nebraska played at Wisconsin to open up the Big Ten slate. They told fans to wear black. They told Nebraska fans to wear black, and that was sad because it just made it so Wisconsin fans had easier targets to throw things at, which is definitely what happened that entire weekend. And then Wisconsin destroyed Nebraska.
Yeah. That's where you got to wear that plain red T-shirt from Target. That's where you go with.
I agree. All right, what did we think of week 0? Was it a good enough taste to get ready for week 1 of college football coming this week?
Yeah, I thought it was, right. Like, you know, the big thing now in college football is that it feels like every year, like, teams have a brand new quarterback. Like, if you have a returning quarterback, my gosh, you are so ahead of the game, right?
That's a good point.
Obviously, Nebraska does, right? So, yeah, man, like, I thought it was solid, right? Like, we saw some games where, you know, we saw points get scored early. And, you know, I got to give Stanford credit. I didn't think they had a chance, you know, against Hawaii. And, shoot, man, they made that a game. You know, and then we look at, like, Iowa State and Kansas State. What do you do, like, with them this week? Do you fade them on points? That's a lot of travel. So I'm excited. I'm with you, man. Week 1, like this is the real start. It's going to be great.
And then we get the full-on deal with the NFL, the weekend after. So that's when it really hits like, oh, this is actually football season. But with that being said, we do have some huge games this weekend in college. Texas, Ohio State. I mean, this is the one that everyone's been looking forward to now for a very long time. It's number 1 versus number 3. It's in the shoe. Do you have a direction that you're headed in this one quite yet, or any thoughts on Texas against Ohio State as the Buckeyes are 2.5-point favorites?
Yeah. So from a betting perspective, I like the over. I just like points. You've got 2 teams that are breaking in brand new quarterbacks, but you guys have been around, right? So I think that, look, Arch Manning, I think Texas is arguably the best team in the SEC, right? Ohio State might be the best team in the Big Ten. I mean, they're defending national champions, right? 1 versus 3. It's going to be a heck of a game. Texas is going to be a problem. If you're going to give me Texas plus 2.5, I'm going to take that. Arch Manning, I do believe is the real deal. Like, it might take him a minute, but this kid, like, he's just doing everything right.
Yep.
Just everything right. I just believe in them. I believe in that defense. But I like the over because I think Ohio State's going to score. They're going to let it rip. Especially being a home game. I'm so glad it's on campus.
Me too. It makes it much cooler. So it's interesting, and I'm glad you mentioned the quarterback thing earlier because, like you said, I'm especially interested when the top teams, when national championship contending teams have seemingly everything, but they are working in a new quarterback. That's what Ohio State is doing. Although Texas is sort of doing the same thing, although it feels like we know Arch Manning, and we've certainly seen more of Arch Manning at this point than we have of Julian Sayin from Ohio State. Is that enough to kind of make up the difference for you if these two teams are even straight up?
Yeah, it does. I mean, like you said, Arch Manning, he's the starter now, but it wasn't like Quinn Ewers didn't get hurt. We didn't see Arch, right? I think that Ohio State is going to be a disgustingly good football team this year. But the first game, I think I'm just giving it like a lot of times I look at it as which team is just more prepared? Are they ready?
Sure.
Like almost like it's a Hall of Fame game type thing, and I think that Texas has an advantage there.
And as we know, Ohio State needs, sometimes they need a little bit of prodding to play their best, as they did at the end of last year.
Yeah. Glad Tennessee could run into that buzzsaw. That was a lot of fun. But now, and another thing too is they're just coming off of a title, right? Like it's hard to get back up. Like it's one thing if you're Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs, like they're professionals. That's what they do. Dude, it's hard to get back up, like after winning a national championship, man. We'll see. I think it's gonna be a close game. I think you're gonna see points. I like the over the most, but you're gonna give me Texas 2.5, buddy. I'll take that all day.
All right,
they'll be underdog.
Just a little over 48 hours. Nebraska and Cincinnati. Nebraska's a 6.5-point favorite. The total is 54.5. Like I said, the situation. Nebraska. I mean, both teams have pretty good quarterbacks that they believe in, and the crowd will be heavily in favor of the road team in the game, which will be Nebraska. Should be wearing their white uniforms. What do we think? Any lean on this game? This will be the one that people are sort of watching on Thursday night.
Yeah. All right. So how do we pronounce the last name for Nebraska's quarterback properly?
Raiola.
Okay. All right. Because this kid playing in Arrowhead, like he's Patrick Mahomes Jr. Like this kid is going to go off, man. I like Nebraska in this game. It's nothing against Cincinnati. I think they're a fine football team, but I think Nebraska and I think the coaching staff and I think everybody, they've made good jumps this offseason. I think they all understand what time it is, right? Like Nebraska's used to winning and this coaching staff can do it. They're very, very smart, man. I'll roll Nebraska with the 6.5. I don't mind the over 54.5 because I do think there'll be points on both sides, but I think Nebraska wins this fight. Probably 10, 12 points.
Yeah. You can certainly convince Nebraska fans that they create some distance in the later going of this one.
Plus, it's gonna be a home game for Nebraska. Let's also put that. Yeah.
Yep, that's an important piece of this. Okay, well, I can't wait to watch the games this weekend. The full week 1 of college football, of course, on Thursday night with Nebraska as well, and then we'll preview week 1 of the NFL next Tuesday when you join us. Can't wait, Allan.
Can't wait, brother. Appreciate you, man. Thank you.
Allan Bell driving the line. You can check out the pod daily. He's got picks galore. Usually we'll get into more of the week by week football stuff a little bit later in the week on the pods, but we always ask AB the football thoughts first and foremost.
You guys both getting your Bart Scott game right.
Can't wait.
Can't wait.
He did mention Patrick Mahomes, which there's just nothing anyone can do at this point. When Dylan Raiola is brought up nationally, when you think of Dylan Raiola and you don't live in the state, you think of Patrick Mahomes.
100%.
Sorry.
Until he does something to deviate from the script. Like,
that's just the way it's going to be. Mm-hmm. Until he is good in his own right.
Right.
Then you'll say, whoa, that guy can actually play. That hasn't happened yet. So I'm just, if you're not going to the game and you're watching on ESPN, it's going to get talked about. Mark Jones will make sure of it.
Looking like Patrick Mahomes out there.
All right, let's take a break. The odd news is coming up next on 1620 The Zone.
After further review, the host is deemed to be out of bounds. The Connor Happer Show returns in minutes on 1620 The Zone.
What has cancer taught me?
The sky is pink at sunrise.
Brave does not mean stoic.
Friends will fill your freezer.
And that I have the academic specialists, the clinical trial options,
the level of personalized care.
I couldn't have gotten anywhere else.
Nebraska Medicine Fred and Pamela Buffett Cancer Center.
Because at the end of the day, I want the best chance to be here for tomorrow.
Get a second opinion at nebraskamed.com/cancer.
And now we've reached the point in the show where Josh Odson reads the peculiar, the bizarre, the comical, the odd news with Odd Son. Odd news, Odd Son. See what we did there? The odd news with Oddson.
Hey, congratulations to our dear friend Nicholas Batters for calling a Major League Baseball game last night that featured the Royals laying over and dying.
Oh, no.
Nice job, Nick. Way to go.
Oh, that can't be Nick's fault.
It's got to be somebody's fault. Not the players. 7-0 against the White Sox. Noah Cameron has probably his worst start. And then listless and lifeless on offense. And Nick was there to see it all.
This was worth the drive. Thanks.
He probably flew.
Classy.
They were in Columbus. He probably flew from Columbus over to Chicago. All right. Adus, what do we got?
Well, in a sports moment that you'll be able to tell your grandchildren where you were when it happened, the Mariners have won the first ever Vetter Cup.
Oh. Okay.
The annual matchup between the Mariners and the Padres is a trophy series.
Yes, we learned about this several months ago when they did the rivalry weekend.
Yes, whoever wins the season series between the Mariners and the Padres receives the Vetter Cup, which is a guitar-shaped trophy.
Does Eddie Vedder make them a song when they win?
It's a good question.
Cal Raleigh, hit his 50th home run. He hits from both sides of the plate.
With Monday's win, Seattle clinched this year's series and was awarded the guitar trophy that was constructed by Fender with significant influence from Vedder, a one-time resident of both San Diego and Seattle.
And that's the whole reason why.
Yep, and a lifelong baseball fan.
Yeah.
Like the Stanley Cup, there will only be one trophy that will reside with the winning team each year, and Vedder hopes it carries far more practical impact. He doesn't want it to be just a hang-on-the-wall trophy piece. He wants it to be played.
Oh, okay.
He wants the players to, you know.
I hope they do. I hope there's got to be somebody on one of those baseball teams who knows how to play guitar.
I would imagine so. Boy, lots of guitar details in here that I really don't want to go into.
Mike says that my Eddie Vedder impression sounds very Creed-like. Well, I was going for I don't know why Jeremy was the first Pearl Jam song that came to my head, but I was going
interesting.
I was just doing it in that voice. It's a great song.
Jeremy is a great song.
Thank you. Thank you for saying that, Josh.
I don't even think it's that odd that it came up first in your head, but
I don't know why you don't. Okay, good. I'm glad. Because most people would do like Alive or something else. Yeah. I just did Jeremy. What's the first Pearl Jam song that comes up in your head? It's too open to be a poll question.
It is.
What do we make it so we can make it a poll question?
Is Jeremy the first?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is Jeremy your default first Pearl Jam song that you think of?
All right, we can get that up there. But first, I got to tell you about the truck spill of the week.
Okay.
We go to Colorado.
Yeah.
Park County. Highway 285 yesterday afternoon, semi-truck rolled over and spilled this healthy food item all over the road.
Banana.
No. I'll give you one more guess.
Healthy food item.
That's right.
All over the road in Park County, Colorado.
You were correct to list a produce item.
Asparagus.
Closer. Heads of lettuce.
That'd be cool.
Spilled onto the roadway at 285. CSP, that's Colorado State Patrol, said the two-vehicle crash involved a semi and a black Subaru.
Of course, a Subaru. You're in Colorado.
It's always one commuter posted pictures on
Do they
Facebook.
even sell other cars in that state?
Lettuce everywhere, all over the road. They got it cleaned up, though.
Good truck spill, Josh.
Thank you.
Heads of lettuce.
And finally, one sent us by Connor, where a Tennessee man named George Herman Ruth.
You know, I didn't even read this story. I just saw it and I thought, this is an odd news. I threw it in there.
That's what I do every day. Named George Herman Ruth, not that one.
He's dead.
Yes, famously. Was indicted earlier this month for fraud, including using the names of hundreds of deceased or retired baseball players to submit fraudulent class action claims.
Black Cat?
Now that's because couldn't you just say, I'm George Herman Ruth and I'd like to do business with you? No, this is, hi, I'm George Herman Ruth and I got Willie Mays, Hank Aaron, and Jackie Robinson on the line, and we'd like to form a class action lawsuit.
It's really going the extra mile.
It is. Federal grand jury indicted Ruth on charges that included 91 counts of mail fraud, aggravated identity theft, money laundering, and fraudulent use of Social Security numbers. According to the indictment, Ruth facilitated an elaborate nationwide scheme involving fraudulent class action claims and a sham business used to launder money in an attempt to gain over $500,000.
Huh.
Ruth, 69 years young,
nice,
is from Morristown, Tennessee. Thank you, Connor. And shares a name with baseball legend Babe Ruth.
Oh, it's just a quinky-dink.
Yeah. The indictment does not specify which names Ruth used in the alleged fraud, but according to court documents, he used the names of former athletes, including a retired pitcher for the Oakland Athletics, I'm just reading the article, and a retired outfielder for the San Francisco Giants.
I wonder who that was.
Gee, boy, I wonder.
Well, I mean, okay, hang on. Let's just do the odds here real quick.
Okay.
So, is it Willie Mays or Barry Bonds?
I feel like it's probably Willie Mays,
Okay.
right? It's just a more, like, it's not a generic name, but
Let's
it's
say pitcher for the A's.
Raleigh Fingers.
Is it Raleigh Fingers? Is it Dennis Eckersley?
And Dennis Eckersley seems like a oh yeah, a guy could have that name, sure.
Dennis Eckersley. Okay.
Raleigh Fingers is pretty like what? Guy named Raleigh Fingers is reaching out to me. He also allegedly used the names of deceased players, including an infielder for the Philadelphia Athletics and the St. Louis Browns stock.
So he seems to use old people.
He would submit fraudulent class action claims using names. Yeah, we got that. We got that. What's he doing with them?
Using names that included those of retired and deceased professional baseball players whose social security numbers that did not belong to and impersonate people while communicating with class action administrators in the list and list addresses belonging to the mailboxes he controlled. Yeah, right. So what's the goal here?
Yeah.
For the record, this man, George Herman Ruth, was previously pled guilty and was sentenced to prison for Social Security and IRS fraud in 2020. He was released in 2023 on supervised release. I don't know what his goal was here. I don't know what he's cooking, but he's cooking something, Josh.
Yeah, I wish I just want a couple more details. Like, what are you
cooking?
Who are you going after?
So,
because if you're getting all these ball players together,
he's trying to convince the class action lawsuits, like the people who are in charge of the class action lawsuits, to settle.
Like, whoa,
like
Babe Ruth and and Willie Mays are
Willie
in on this.
Mays just called and he wants me to
this.
settle my class action lawsuit.
Yeah, does anyone think they're corresponding with George Herman Ruth? Like, what?
I don't know.
Like, I get it. Not everyone knows sports, but like, and not everybody knows Babe Ruth's name is George Herman Ruth. So yeah, I guess maybe
I'm Babe Ruth and I know Willie Mays and he wants you to settle.
We're going to sue your ass.
So weird. It's so weird. I don't really understand what he could potentially get out of this. But
okay,
I'm glad they caught him. He's
the-
just been impersonating Babe Ruth for years.
The secretary, the office administrator, whatever, that person may not know sports, but they're going to take it around the office to like, hey, you guys read this. Willie Mays and George Herman Ruth are going to sue us.
They're a part of this.
Somebody would go, hey, wait, aren't those two baseball players? Dead baseball players?
They've been dead for several years.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just want a couple more questions answered.
Fascinating stuff. We'll make sure to follow up on that one if we learn anything else.
Yeah.
Josh, thank you.
Thank you. Also, is this the person that Livy Dunn tried to buy the apartment from?
Oh, that Babe Ruth's old apartment that she wasn't allowed into because she did an Instagram.
Maybe. I'm just saying.
All right. When we come back, we will have more. We'll talk about Nebraska, the latest pro Big Red man.
Pro Big Red man.
What is a haboob? Is Shedeur Sanders famous? Dave Portnoy. So many different things that we have planned for you all. Also, Scott Strohmeier joins us at the bottom of the hour. It's the Connor Happer Show on 1620 The Zone.
He has the latest sports news, expert analysis, award-winning commentary, and a pocket full of cabbage.
Can you give us an indication why?
Just in case there's a sauerkraut emergency. Let's get back to the Connor Happer Show on 1620 The Zone.
All right, hold the phones. Thank you to Dick Vitale for bringing me this breaking news.
You sound like Ron Burgundy.
Stop what you're doing and hold everything. We have a bracketology that has been released as of this morning by Joe Lunardi.
Thank God.
He's wondering, is this finally the year for the Big Ten? We'll find out in just a second, but not before a phone call from our dear friend Nebraska Ball Mike. Hello, Mike. What's up?
Hello, gentlemen. I wanted to get a couple things floating in the air before the season started.
Okay.
I know you guys will be busy tomorrow and
good.
Thursday.
Let's float them out there.
We had a former colleague on this radio station that has a connection to the program. Now, again, my first question is, what do you think Art knows about the program that he's not telling us?
Art?
Yes.
It's a great question. I don't know. There might be some secrets in there that Art knows that we just cannot have our eyes laid upon.
Like, do you think he knows that we're like 10 win good and he's just holding his breath?
I think that we have a lot of time to think about this. Maybe too much time. Maybe they should move the game up to tonight, and then we won't.
No, I'm good with Thursday.
Why? I want to stop waiting. I think it's time to stop wondering about what other people are hiding and just play the football game.
I do too. I'm just glad we're not on week 0 anymore. That's ridiculous.
Disaster. That was a disaster.
And my second question is Tristan Alvano going to end up somewhere else?
I would say odds are pretty good for that at this point, given he's the third kicker on the roster. Still getting healthy, but we'll see how this year works out for him.
I'm really sad for him because he made such an impression in that stadium to win the state championship, and for him not to get his shot with the special teams coach that knows what he's doing is really disappointing.
Yeah, it stinks, but you can't do anything about the health part, right? He's just been beat up, unfortunately.
I just hope he doesn't end up in Iowa City so they're not laughing at us for the next 4 years.
That would be a disaster, Mike. If he ended up making a field goal for Iowa against Nebraska and blowing kisses around the crowd, that would be horrible.
Like, don't let that happen.
Okay, we're not going to do that. Enjoy the game if we don't talk to you before then.
I will.
Okay.
I'm not gonna call in tomorrow or Thursday.
Oh, you're not?
I have work to do.
All right. I thought you were going to say for a second that you're not going to make it. You're going to make it,
No,
right?
I'll make it.
Okay.
I'm not gonna call in because you guys will be focused on everything else but most of us calling.
Will you call on Friday?
I certainly will.
Okay. We'll talk to you on Friday just to get a recap of how you're feeling.
Okay.
Right.
Enjoy it, gentlemen.
All right, there he goes. Nebraska Ball Mike, everybody.
We are known for a lot of things.
We love calls.
Well, yeah, we love calls. Also, we're known for our laser focus.
Yes.
I'm not going to call you. I know you guys are going to be real busy, real focused.
Now, to his point, he's right. It's not because of our exceptional focus, I don't think, but it'll mostly be because we're not going to be in the studio and we won't really know what's going on in terms of the calls, and we'll be engaging in a fine 3-hour-long roundtable conversation from 4 to 7 p.m.
Could you think of all the places that can go?
Oh my God.
You got 3 hours to really get
that has never happened
to
before.
the nitty gritty.
We've done hour-long roundtables before the season starts, and they sometimes go over. Right. Sure. Sometimes we leak into that second hour, but we are scheduled for all of us on these very airwaves. All of us, meaning all 5 of the regular hosts, plus Josh. Right? You're the producer of this?
Me?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I don't know.
I'll be there in some capacity.
You'll be there. I don't know if you have a microphone, but all 5.
I don't need one.
On the air together, talking, chopping it up for 3 consecutive hours.
A 2-hour and 45-minute march to 5 people saying 8 and 4.
What? What are we going to do?
Can't wait.
What are we going to do while we waste time and we don't say our record predictions until they're 8 and 4 at the end? What are we going to do? I don't know. Gary already said to me today, he's like, we're going to go try to get on the field. We're going to go get on the field. I'm like, great idea. Awesome. Let's do it. I'm actually down for Gary shenanigans this time.
This time you are. You're in.
Yeah, I am.
Is this because it's
there's so many people. There's so many people talking and giving takes about things that eventually somebody will have to. Who will say the most words during this 3-hour time period?
Oh, okay.
Because
Okay.
I think I'm dead last purposefully.
It's got to be Matt or Josh, yes?
It's probably Matt. It's possibly Gary.
Gary does. He
likes
he sort of thrives in those environments.
Oh yeah, he likes to steer the conversation in whichever way.
But not. It's different in the radio. It's different than driving. Like he's not driving, but he's
just taking it to the next thing.
He's taking it where he wants it to go, which is fine. Like you need that guy in a panel like that.
Huh. Okay. Well, we'll have to track that. Josh, count every word that everyone says on Thursday.
I'll have a clicker.
And we'll get there. Also, I'm
sorry, was that a contraction or 2 words?
Whoa! Can I get the judge's opinion on this? Yeah. Yeah. Whoa! Yep.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is my distinct honor to announce to you, Kyle, get the TikTok cam ready.
Now, why do you get to announce this?
Because I believed in it most.
No,
Connor.
you didn't. You hate love. Everyone knows this. You were a hater of these two people.
Reports from Adam Schefter. Odd newsbreaker here in this situation. I guess really.
I've seen pictures.
It's the two of them breaking it and Adam Schefter's reading it. Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift have announced their engagement on Instagram. Ladies and gentlemen, love wins.
Josh, you big dumb idiot.
And as we all know,
you thought they were kayfabe.
Every single couple who gets married is in fact in true love.
And what is it going to take? What is it going to take?
They need to die together.
in several decades.
Romeo and Juliet style, where one dies and then 72 hours later the other dies.
I'm looking at the guarantee board right now.
What do you got up there, baby?
Now, this came from last year at some point.
Mm-hmm.
It's your handwriting and you signed it. That's how I know it's real. You have great handwriting.
I do have excellent penmanship.
It says Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift will not be together at Christmas. They will be together at Christmas, not. That's what Josh O predicted at some point last year. Wrong, obviously incorrect. And then Gary wrote a response underneath it and said they will be engaged in 2024.
Wow.
Also wrong.
Can't believe Gary got that so wrong.
Also wrong. Also other guarantees on board, such as
this one's new, isn't it?
There will not be a zombie apocalypse in my lifetime.
You're still looking good on that one.
Indiana will make the playoff
in 2025.
For Matt.
This is a Matt McMaster.
Yeah,
that's new
that
like this week.
New. And then, of course, the original, I will never lose my wallet ever from me. And then your response, which was, I will never inhale a drill bit.
That's right.
Ever. Also, I don't know what's going on up there. Jordy Ball will be better in 2026.
That's a Gary one.
Okay.
I don't know how to judge that really, but.
And then there's one that says topic alert. I am very bad at Connect 4.
We never got to that this summer.
I am though. And then I'm not sure what was supposed to happen on the top of the screen. Bronny plays. Bronny plays something on 15 plus minutes on Christmas.
Yeah. And then like they immediately sent him to the G League. This is when he was still like, for some reason, hanging on the Lakers roster.
Yeah. So a lot of incorrect predictions.
Oh, but interesting. You didn't read the one that I did get correct.
Where was that?
Carson Beck to Miami, aka the U.
Oh, I didn't get that far left. Sorry. Also, Freddie Freeman will retire a Brave you still have up there.
Walk-off home run in the World Series kind of really negated that one.
Yeah, that one's tough. And a guest appearance from Mike Schaefer. I will never run out of gas in my car, which he puts to the test quite often.
Yeah.
Those are all the guarantees are on the board.
So Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift are engaged.
They are.
Let's see. Taylor Swift on Instagram, quote.
So what's
your English teacher and your gym teacher are getting married. TNT emoji.
That is so cute.
Kill a Trav. just has a photo of him on one knee.
Let me see that ring.
Yeah.
Oh, it's very nice. Understated.
Oh.
I don't know. I don't know what people call good and bad rings these days.
Good rings are the rings Scott Strohmeier gets me.
Oh, he's
damn,
got
it's
some
not close
rings.
enough to do that
You
yet.
got 15 minutes.
All right.
So what is going to be off of this Instagram post?
Mm-hmm.
What is going to be the the Easter egg? You know, because she's all about the Easter eggs.
Great point. What is in this seemingly innocuous photo of, a garden, I guess would be the best way to describe it. But like,
they're just chilling.
It's a busy garden.
Yeah. Do you think she knew it was coming?
Yeah.
You know, when she when she took a step out back and looked at that garden, she was probably like, "Oh man."
Yeah, probably because
this dude is about to. Oh, and he got a haircut. He's about to propose. This could have been from several months ago.
There's 37 photographers here.
Yeah. All right.
Good for them.
So there you go. That is another potential exciting thing for the Kansas City game on Thursday. The engaged Travis Kelce will be there proclaiming his love to the Cincinnati Bearcats.
Oh, she's
going,
gonna
right?
Be there, right?
She loves the Huskers. Honk if you love the Huskers, Taylor Swift.
Yeah, what if they do like I just wanted to do a house divided thing. I wanted to try that on. We're always rooting for the Chiefs together. So she puts on like an Apex coat from the 90s.
You guys need to understand our dynamic a little bit. You know, we like to razz each other. So I thought I would show up at a Nebraska. I thought I'd buy a corn head. In a jersey that wears number 13 on the back.
Wow.
Something like that.
This could happen.
Congratulations, Josh. Nobody's ever been more wrong than you.
The hell are you talking about?
You are a huge idiot for this.
Oh, yeah. I mean, Ike and Tina Turner were married. OJ and Nicole were married.
That's the way you're going. Okay. Hey, that was not the first time that has happened. Okay. Doesn't mean they weren't in love at some point.
Oh, yeah. It always seems like a good idea at the time.
You think he's going to murder her?
He better not, or America will murder him.
That would be horrible. But what a prediction.
Put it on the board.
MJ says 1.5 million likes in 12 minutes.
That's power you can't buy.
Mm-hmm. Stibbs writes in, the Easter egg is about her being pregnant with someone else's child. I'm excited. Whatever the Easter egg is out of this, I'm excited to see what it looks like. All right.
Who gets to be the photographer at the wedding?
Travis Kelce and Taylor, soon to be Kelsey. What? Right? Taylor Kelce?
Yeah.
Going to a concert venue near you soon.
They could go on tour together.
They definitely could. They definitely could. El Scorcho writes in.
Hi, El Scorcho.
I'm with Josh. Still don't think it's a real thing.
Just getting that brand bigger and bigger.
You guys will. I mean, there's nothing I could ever say to convince you that it is real. You know, you're the conspiracy theorist.
I mean, just be a normal couple.
By the way, we were going to, before Nebraska Ball Mike called and before Travis and Taylor got engaged.
Now let's get into this bracketology.
We're going to get into this bracketology. Yeah, that's right. Jill and Artie put out a bracketology today. Oh, Connor, how could you be talking about the bracketology? The season starts in 2 days. Guess what? There's no more topics left. Okay. I reach the breaking point every single year, like 3 to 5 days before the first game. There is nothing else to say. Nothing is interesting. Anything the coaches say are not interesting. This whole announcing captains and black shirts and single digit numbers is nauseating to me. I am so over it. We need a football game. And until there's a football game, I'm boycotting football.
This is hot off the presses from John Rothstein, who's doing the bit. Source: Drake will host Robert Morris as part of its 2025-2026 non-con.
Good job.
Eric Henderson versus Andy Toole.
Good job. Good job, Rothstein. Another one of Rothstein's bits is to tweet out news that we knew about 6 weeks ago and panic an entire fan base, which is what happened this morning with him tweeting out things about Owen Freeman that have already been said for weeks and weeks and weeks now. But
yeah,
thank you.
That was a little.
Here's Lunardi.
Hi, Joe.
So top overall seed, Houston. Milo Suzan back, folks. First team out, Washington. Last team in, SMU. On the bubble. Let's start with the wrong side of the bubble first. Next 4 out. So let's just do the first 8 out. First 8 out.
Okay.
Villanova. No more. Man, I'm sad I can't make fun of Villanova anymore because they don't have Neptune anymore.
Yeah, we got to think of something.
K-State, Virginia, Clemson, Indiana, Marquette, Washington, Nebraska. Nebraska, first 4 out. Last 8 in, which includes the last 4 in and the last 4 buys. SMU, Miami, Texas A&M, Trev, Iowa, Maryland, Baylor, Georgia, and Creighton. So, Josh, what are your thoughts? I'm sure you have plenty.
I mean, I can't believe that Joe Lunardi would be so against Nebraska ball that he would deny them their rightful spot in the NCAA tournament as defending crown champions.
Well, at least Indiana's not in there either.
Creighton, one of the last teams to get a bye?
Correct. One of the last 4 buys.
I mean, they should.
Don't worry.
They should be better than that, right?
I don't know. Maybe. Yeah, probably. They're probably a little better than a bubble team.
Now they might suffer some early losses because of their difficult non-con. Utah Tech.
What a honk thing to say, Josh. Very interesting. Why did you say it that way? It's because non-honks would say, "Oh, they're just going to lose some games early on, and then they'll, for some reason, they'll rip through the entire crap Big East."
Ooh, they beat Utah Tech. Ooh,
yeah. Interesting that you put it that way, Josh. They do have a tough non-con schedule.
Honk. Saying some teams choose to challenge themselves.
9 seed in the Midwest region. Book your tickets to Bricktown now. Creighton in Missouri in the round of 64. Maybe their coach will also forget that Ryan Kalkbrenner exists. In this case, it will be less impactful on the basketball game. That happened in the NCAA tournament last year.
Yeah, maybe Missouri's coach will get ejected.
Maybe Missouri's coach will get ejected. Maybe, I don't know, whoever Creighton's best player is going to be this year. That's actually a great question. I don't know the answer to that question. Josh Dix. They'll forget what to do with Josh Dix. They'll forget about what to do. They'll forget about what to do with Jackson McAndrew, Owen Freeman. And then Creighton will win by 20, and they'll move on to where they'll play Houston in the second round, and they'll get destroyed.
Whoa.
Now the Creighton NCAA tournament fate, if we're following the same track as last year.
Yeah, you've always been terrified of running into Houston in the bracket.
Yes.
Because Houston's very good.
Houston's very good. From the 402.
Hi, 402.
Honestly, would rather talk Travis Swift over bracketology.
Oh, interesting how that played out. Where
if we give you 2 bad options, you have to pick one of them.
Yep.
This is good. All right, great. Let's talk about Taylor and Travis some more.
After all this, she found her prince. Will he get the Masters in the inevitable breakup?
Wow. Do you think they're going to break up?
Yes, it's clear from day one.
It's
that
clear.
This has been a sham relationship for PR.
They're engaged, Josh. How about you just say congratulations?
We've been over this. Not all marriages end well.
That is true, but most do.
I don't know. The stats don't bear that out.
Or 50-50.
50% of them do.
So which one is it going to be, Josh? Mine or yours?
One of us will be proven right in the end.
One of us will get divorced. If we go by your logic.
I don't wish divorce on anyone, but
interesting. It seems like you do in this case.
They've backed me into a corner. Yes.
Sean writes in
Hi, Sean.
on the Equibank inbox. Will Taylor ask for a prenup? Yes.
Not only will she ask
yes,
for a prenup,
it
there
will
will
be required.
no tighter prenup in the history of love, which is odd. If you love someone, just marry him. You don't need a prenuptial agreement. But what do I know? I'm just the idiot that got it wrong.
If you're rich enough, you're getting a prenup. That's how it works. Okay. And these two, they're rich.
Does she have a history of men taking things from her?
She has a bit of, she does have a bit of a checkered romance history.
Interesting.
She's got a long list of ex-lovers.
They'll
tell you that she's insane.
Keep going.
Something about loving the player and loving the game. Black Cat writes in.
Hi, Black Cat.
When are we getting that Haboob talk? Great question. Stay tuned.
It's coming. We'll get to that Haboob thing.
Because we're out of time. It's not the new Caitlin Clark thing. By the way, what is the deal with Caitlin Clark? Where has she been?
Oh, I got a Skip Bayless, Josh Hodgson handshake meme. I hate it, but the man is right. She's out for the year, but the league is terrified to tell its viewing audience that she's out for the year, so they're just stringing you along until the season's over.
When does the year end?
Very soon. I think everybody has like 5 games.
She's definitely out for the year.
Yeah.
She's 100% out for the year. All right. Well, I wish her a speedy recovery because she's out for the year.
I don't know that to be true.
They should drop that news right now, right after the Taylor Swift Travis Kelce thing.
Yes. If you have a bad piece of PR that you are inevitably going to have to release, quite literally right now is the time to release that news.
From the 402.
Hi, 402.
Will she write a song called Prenup?
I don't.
But that only sees the light of day if the prenup has to be put into use. You know what I mean? Prenup activated.
I mean, kind of goes against her aesthetic. Right?
Like the second that they sign the divorce papers, that song gets released out into the wild.
Oh, yeah.
It's called Prenup because it'll be in the holster.
It'd be a banger of a divorce album.
But like she'll have it specifically timed out, like she's
87 days after the divorce is announced. I'll go public with the.
She won't even be able to control it. It's like a grenade.
Yeah,
it just goes out
there. I can't stop myself anymore.
All right, so there you go. That's great news, and we love love.
We sure do, Connor.
From the 402.
Hi, 402.
I am ready for the Haboob talk. I'm a big Haboob man. I'm a fan of all different weather situations as well.
Are you a Haboob man?
Or something else? No, just Haboob. Just Haboob for me. Coming up next, Scott Strohmeier will join the show. He's the coach of Iowa Western football. We'll get his take on Travis and Taylor.
It's important.
I can't wait to hear what his response is. Also, the upcoming...
His response might be who?
I could actually see it. I could see. Okay, so I can't wait to talk to Stro because we have a variety of different things to talk about. Yes, including football, but also some thoughts on some pop culture issues as well. After this on 1620 The Zone. right, welcome back. I can think of no better guest to bring on in these moments in time. Also, Josh noted during the break that it seems as if Major League Baseball has gotten their schedule for 2026, and every team is doing their release videos right now.
That tweet was scheduled weeks ago by all these teams, and boy,
tough.
Just really unfortunate timing.
Tough.
Or the best timing. I'm not sure. Hey, everyone's eyes are on their phone right now.
I think this is an excellent time to talk to Scott Strohmeier, the head coach of the Iowa Western Reavers, gearing up for yet another season. Stro, great to talk to you again. How we doing?
I'm doing good. It's good to be on, you guys.
Do you have any thoughts on the Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift engagement?
Well, I didn't even know that happened.
It happened like 10 minutes ago, so you didn't miss much. Okay. Yeah, it's huge.
Okay, well, yeah, well, congratulations, I guess.
I think Josh would echo those thoughts, right, Josh? Congratulations.
I love.
Yep, it's true. It's true. I figured that you would be surprised to hear this news, and you would be excited for their futures.
Oh, I'm happy. I am totally happy for them.
Okay. We're happy for you guys. You get to start another season this upcoming weekend, Saturday, against Georgia Military Institute. Tell us a little bit first about how camp's gone, this team this year, and your vibe so far heading into game one.
Yeah, I mean, it's like no other camp, right? We brought a lot of guys in July for summer school, so we had them really since right after I think the 5th or 6th of July. They're ready to play a game. I'll promise you that. Just practicing, but a lot of new faces. You battled some injuries and things like that, but some young guys that have really stepped up. And we got a tough opponent. Right away they already played one game and under their belt, which they won. And there's like so many unknowns until you get into those game situations. Like you can prepare, you can practice them, but until you get into those situations, you really don't know how everybody's going to respond. But, and then on top of that, losing an offensive lineman 3 days ago to Ole Miss doesn't necessarily help the situation either.
How does that work, by the way? How is it able to happen that way?
We have a lot of players that don't have to come to Iowa Western because of academics. That's always been the old maybe myth of, right. You're a non-qualifier. So we get a lot of kids who have the grades to go to 4 years out of high school, but for whatever reason, because of the portal or the early signing periods or whatever, they don't get those opportunities. So they go the junior college route, which we're one of very few junior colleges probably that will promote a freshman. Even if he was a backup, he started a couple games for us last year, good player, but all these schools know of our qualifiers, so they can take them really at any time whenever the school allows it. And they had a few injuries, and then they go over the junior college ranks to find the best player available and sneak them away. And I had my conversation. I mean, it's good for Cooper. I mean, it is a great opportunity. It's just hard at our level that, we're going into a season. Like I can't replace him with a portal kid or another junior college kid. I can't poach him off their roster. So I guess I know how it is at the higher levels, and, we'll adapt and, deal with it moving forward.
Hey, you mentioned it right off the top there. And I think, even we start to feel it at the end of quote unquote camp. It's not camp for us, but at the end of this part of the calendar before the first game, it's like, oh my goodness, can we do something else? Can we do something a little bit different? Can we stop talking about all the same things over and over again? What's the importance of these moments, before the first game for your team, and how do you see that fatigue sort of set in during this portion of the season?
Well, you got to change things up, and we try to change them up as much as you can, and you just got to continue to stress to them, like, we practice from July 5th until August 29th, right, for one game, or the first game or whatever, and every coach says it in America, you're only guaranteed 11 Saturdays, so your practice has to be really, really important, and the discipline side of it and first game, and everybody says it all the time, first game mistakes, and you make the biggest improvement from week 1 to week 2. Well, this is our first game. We had a scrimmage against Dordt College that we had to kind of treat as our game, and trying to make those, those adjustments and corrections and things like that. But, I mean, at the end of the day, like, there's still something about a game day, where, we try to make it as game like in practice, coaches on the sidelines, not out there screaming and telling someone how to line up or what check to make here or there. Like, we just got to let them go out there and play, which can be hard sometimes as a coach. And, but, like I said, we've been doing it a long time, and we have a core group of guys that played in big moments last year, which hopefully for us, they're only sophomores. It's not like a fifth-year senior or fourth-year senior that can, doesn't need all those reps. Like, a lot of those guys still need reps, but they got to be the ones to hopefully those are the ones that lead your team, that have gone through it. And, like I said, we got a core group of guys that played a lot of football, and but we have a lot of question marks.
Are you the type of coach? This is, I guess, more of a philosophical, like, how do you approach things type of deal. But like some coaches, they'll say at the end of camp, like, yeah, we want to go hit somebody else, and it'd be good for our team to do that. But also, are we ready yet? Like, we need more time. Do you ever find yourself needing more time to play the first game, or are you the type of guy who's like, hey, we just got to go see what we are?
Well, I think you always want more time, for sure. And but there's some truth to both. You know what I mean? I think you as a coach, it's never perfect. Like, and I tell our kids all the time, like, I've never coached in the game where we've made zero mistakes, right? So you always want more time as a coach to kind of get those mistakes out. But then there is some truth to, like, my left tackle goes against the same guy. If he's my starter, against their starter every day in individual work, in 7-on-7, but team and our run play action period, they're going against each other. So you learn those tendencies of that player. You learn the snap count. You learn how this DB plays.
It's almost cheating.
Yes, yes. And so as coaches, sometimes you get frustrated on both sides of the ball. Like, you're just playing the drill, or you're just playing this or that. And then when you get out in the game, how things change, right? Because we're not out there, and you're not going against the same guy. You don't know what, like, we make our play calls at the line of scrimmage to our O-linemen, which it shouldn't take that long to figure out if one's a pass player, one's a run play, right?
Right.
And so it gives you some of those things, but I do think you got to, at some point, you got to go play and learn on the fly. I mean, you got to coach them on the fly type of thing.
Learning on the fly, coach, not a lot of wiggle room early on. You got number 6 Georgia Military this week. And okay, well, you make a big jump from week 1 to week 2. Well, week 2, you're playing number 1 Hutchinson, and in a 4-team playoff, you cannot afford to lose both of those games. How do you balance all that?
Well, and I think, and that's kind of been our approach coming into camp, is like, we don't have, and I don't, not every team does this, but let's face it, there's a lot of teams that their first game on the schedule might be a little bit easier opponent. And the reason why you do that is because, like I said, there's game 1 mistakes. Georgia Military played Central Georgia Tech. Well, Georgia Military had 2 block punts and a punt return for a touchdown. Well, you can, like, in games like you play easier opponents, like, you can maybe get away with some of that stuff. You play Georgia Military, like, we can have 2 block punts and a punt return for a touchdown. So the urgency has to be there right now, where a lot of times, like I said, you have an easier opponent that if you do what you're supposed to do, you should win, and you can make some mistakes. We're not, I don't know who gave us the schedule, but they didn't give us any, anything easy to do. So it's just more of the urgency when you start. Like I said, we have to take this game, and that's why we try to do what we do in practice to prepare them for the first game.
Just to sort of follow up on that schedule. So after the first, after September, where you get, some really, really tough opponents. Obviously, like you said, you start this week with Georgia Military, at Hutch, at Dodge City, and then Iowa Central to finish off September. October, road game, and then to start November, a home game, and then another road game. So 4 out of 5 weeks on the road throughout the month of October and into November.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that one didn't work out in our favor, did it?
No.
And I approach this sometimes in away games. The nice thing is we get the guys. We get them on Friday, early Friday. We got them all Friday night. We're in a hotel. We play Saturday. We come back. It's more of the preparation before, so it's going to be a short week. We have to leave early in the morning on Friday. We have to practice someplace on the road. Those things are challenging. And you look at it, we have to play a Sunday game, okay, against Independence because of something they have in their community that wouldn't allow us to play on Saturday. So we play a Sunday game. We play a night game or a late game at Butler, I think, and a 5:00 game. And one in the meantime, we're at Snow College in Utah, so there is going to be some fair amount of adversity that we're going to have to face from that standpoint. So now it goes back to, okay, coaches, players, like we have to be disciplined in ourselves of our rest, our nutrition, everything building up to it, because there is going to be some short windows against some very good opponents.
Coach, every home game, the team's done great work with all sorts of different causes in the community. This weekend is the Donate Life game at Titans Stadium. It's a cause that's really near and dear to your heart in a number of different ways. I just want to give you the opportunity to kind of tell everyone what the Donate Life organization has meant to your family.
Well, I think, yeah, it's close for sure, Josh, but my mom lived 22 years and it wasn't a living donor, it was a deceased donor, but she had 22 years of her life extended with a double lung transplant. And then obviously most recently my daughter, who was like right there 10 days away from a kidney transplant, but didn't obviously make it to that date. But it was my sister-in-law who, and it was, she was the one picked, or she was a match, but it was amazing how many people started and it's not an easy process, to go through it, but there's so many people that, you can live with one kidney. So they went through the process of starting to see if they were a match, not necessarily just for my daughter. That's why it was there, but it could be for somebody else. And I think like a lot of times you think of it, and I, it came to me first from a deceased donor, which is always tough. My mom gets 22 extra years, but some family lost a loved one, and then when you get into where you see someone as close as your daughter, and then you have all the people that are willing to give up a kidney to support or help somebody, and going through a year and a half we were at dialysis. My wife most of the time during football season, I'm gone, but my wife 3 days a week going through dialysis for 4 hours and seeing the amount of people that are in need of kidneys is absolutely mind-boggling. Okay. And so just to bring some awareness that, if you're healthy and you match it, you don't need to know the individual, but if you're interested in, helping someone, I guess is the big thing, just seeing what they go through every single, or three times a week for sure.
Awesome. What a great cause. Season starts on Saturday. Whether you like it or not, Coach, no more time left.
No more time.
He's probably ready.
Yeah, I think you're probably ready to roll. Coach, always appreciate you stopping by. Good luck this season. We'll talk to you in a few weeks.
All right. Thanks, guys. Appreciate you having me.
Scott Strohmeier, Iowa Western Reavers at home on Saturday against Georgia Military. That kickoff is at 1, Josh. I don't know if that was news to you.
I had not yet looked because it didn't matter what time kickoff is. I need to be there before kickoff.
You'll be there.
You should be there before kickoff as well. Free tailgate outside with plenty of delicious food and beverages.
So speaking of funny scheduling quirks, you mentioned the one where they have to play at Indy on a Sunday.
Yes. I believe they're celebrating Halloween or something.
October 26th. Yeah. So here's a scheduling quirk for you. We brought up this Major League Baseball schedules before. The Royals next year have a day off on a Saturday in the middle of a series.
Oh, wow. Weird.
Why?
That happened 2 years ago?
So usually the case is it's just there's something going on.
Like they really wanted the Cardinals on the weekend, but it's like it's 4 games throughout the year, something like that.
You have to get in the schedule math just works out the way it does. In this case, the Royals will play a Thursday, Friday, Sunday series with St. Louis to clear out on Saturday because Arrowhead Stadium will be holding a World Cup group stage match on the Saturday at Arrowhead, and the Royals will not have access to the parking lot or whatever that day.
They will not. $30 billion coming in.
Whew. There you go. There's your scheduling quirk of the day.
Good segment.
Brought to you by Could Be You.
Could be.
All right. When we come back, boobs.
What? I'm sorry, what?
Boobs.
Boobs.
Yeah.
I thought you said something else.
Boobs. Also, at 1, miscellaneous. Reaction, overreaction.
Good job, Riders.
Still to come on 1620 The Zone. But actually, I'd like to remind you of something before we take a break here. That Rascal Flatts is bringing the Life is a Highway tour to Omaha. That's January 24th at the Chai. And our shows, have a variety of different opportunities for you to win your way in all this week. You can find more details online at 1620thezone.com, but listen to our daily shows 6A to 6P on 1620 The Zone.
Upon further review, the host's last statement was deemed to be somewhat comical. Somewhat. The Connor Happer Show returns in minutes on 1620 The Zone.
Email us on the Equitable Bank inbox with whatever is on your mind. Zone Inbox is brought to you by Equitable Bank. We take banking personally. You can get me, Gary, at 1620thezone.com. We want to hear from you on the Equitable Bank Zone Inbox.
Hey there, Greg Wagner joining you from the Nebraska Game and Parks Commission. Time now for another Nebraska Outdoor Update. Well, it's a big travel time in Nebraska, and I can't think of a better thing to do than combining a community celebration, a fair, or a class reunion with a state parks day. You go to your event, then you retreat to the quiet of the campground for the evening, maybe roast some hot dogs, do a little fishing, and spend the night. park it in a park. That is a deer buck grunt call. And you know what? It's hard to think about hunting when it's this warm outside, but you should. Time to firm up permission with your landowner friends. Time to get your deer permits. Time to scout a little bit. And time to put up your game cameras. I always tell hunters, plan your hunt so you can hunt your plan. I'm Greg Wagner with the Nebraska Game and Parks Commission. And
Let's get back to the Connor Happer Show on 1620 The Zone.
Here comes the clown.
Hi, everybody. This is Patrick Mahomes. And if you need your wedding catered, like my friend Trav, Uncle Trav, check out Hy-Vee. We got the best pasta salad in all the land. And ketchup. Don't forget.
Now,
Hy-Vee will cater your wedding.
Which of his many endorsements would he use to cater the wedding of an American princess? Hy-Vee, Whataburger, or his new steakhouse with Travis Kelce?
I don't think you want to make your own steaks for your wedding, Josh.
Yeah, seems like a lot of work.
I think you got to go to Hy-Vee. Pasta salad, potato salad, coleslaw. It's all hot and ready. I know I like pasta salad with ketchup.
I need you to say there's a helpful smile in every aisle.
There's a helpful smile in every aisle.
It's so good.
I'm just saying he's going to need somebody to cater his wedding. Where will the wedding be? I don't know.
But happy you'll be there.
Chance says, I didn't know y'all were having young Dylon on the show today. That's not how he talks. That's how Patrick Mahomes talks.
Dylan talks like this because he's got those
no.
nerdy spectacles on his face.
Oh, no.
Oh, gosh.
Oh, no.
I hope Emmett doesn't stuff me in my locker again. Dad!
You don't think that Patrick Mahomes is going to get the catering for the Travis Kelce Taylor Swift wedding?
I got the hookup. I know a guy.
Sam tweets in.
Hi, Sam.
This is why I tune in for this highbrow, thoughtful perspective you don't hear anywhere else.
Seriously, who caters it? And where is the wedding?
Does he have Mitch Holtis do like
Patrick
the
Mahomes
wedding starting lineup?
He will be involved in some way, shape, or form.
Oh, yeah.
He could go down in
what I'll eat at Hy-Vee. We got aprons, spatulas for all the boys, engraved with their names on it. Where's the bachelor party? It's got to be somewhere Hy-Vee is.
I got your sourdough bread kit starter.
What was that?
I know she loves me.
All right. We have been avoiding the Haboob talk long enough.
It's Haboob o'clock.
Let's go to Arizona State's football stadium where do they play?
I don't know. Death Valley?
No.
Hell on Earth?
No, it's not. Because Tucson is Arizona, right? That's U of A.
That's correct. Tempe.
Let's go to Tempe and see what's going on last night as Arizona State's preparing for their first game. Check it out on YouTube right now if you're watching along with us.
That is a CGI disaster film.
The artist formerly known as Sun Devil Stadium, which is about to be engulfed by a giant haboob.
That's a haboob?
That's what haboob is.
Okay.
Yes. So then I got on YouTube last night. Or not on YouTube, on Wikipedia. And it really became my Wikipedia page of the night. Everybody was talking about haboobs last night.
I mean, ASU's got Northern Arizona coming to town Saturday night. Ooh, late kick.
During the thunderstorm formation, winds move in a direction opposite to the storm's travel, and they move from all directions into the thunderstorm. But when the thunderstorm collapses and begins to release precipitation, wind directions reverse, gusting outward from the storm and generally causing generally gusting the strongest in the direction of the storm's travel. This in the desert, when this downdraft of cold air or downburst reaches the ground, it sweeps up the dry, loose silt and clay from the desert, forming a wall of airborne sediment that produces haboob. This dust can span up to 60 miles in width and extend several kilometers in elevation. During their peak intensity, haboob winds can reach speeds of 22 to 62 miles per hour and may approach suddenly with minimal warning. Rain often falls to reach the ground level as it evaporates in the hot, dry air. The evaporation causes further chills in the rushing air and propels it forward.
So it's a severe sandstorm. It's not
correct.
I looked this. It's not a tornado.
Correct. But it looks awesome.
Well,
I would like to be in a haboob.
Our friend Andy, former Burke alum, shout out my
former Burke alum.
Well,
once you're a Burke alum, you don't go back.
That's right. It was insane watching it blow. He lives in Arizona. I forgot to mention that.
Yes.
A bunch of snapped limbs all over. My pool is a mess.
But you will rebuild, Andy.
Yeah.
It'll be fine. Was it kind of cool? That's my question.
Yeah, Andy, tell us if it was kind of cool.
Like, it seemed cool. Wouldn't you just like to be standing there at the edge and all of a sudden you're swallowed up by a haboob?
Yes, but I want one of those.
I don't want to get injured or anything.
I want one of those leather hats that is also goggles.
Yeah.
Like, I want one of those if I'm going to sit outside and watch this.
I do too. I mean, obviously you have to protect your eyes.
Andy says, haven't had one like last night in a couple years. It all depends on which direction they blow in from. Usually start on my side of town, but don't always get hit.
Well, this one was a giant one. Yeah. This is one of the biggest haboobs I've ever seen.
Massive haboob. Now, I assume it covers everything in dust as it rolls out.
That's right. Yeah.
I'd like to see some after photos.
Well, it just blows it.
Post haboob.
It just blows it, but you know, there might be some limbs down and things like that. But then, you know, it's sunny. You remember, like, what was it, last Friday? Remember when it just rained, just torrential downpour for like 20 minutes? And then it just became sunny again?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's
okay. Andy said, yeah, the temperature was nice after.
Beautiful. That's a beautiful thing. Wolfhound 08 says, I was in one of those in Iraq. It was not very cool.
Yeah,
that makes sense. I wouldn't want to be in one in Iraq.
Thank you for your service.
But in Tempe, that's cool. Andrew writes in.
Hi, Andrew.
Is the wedding going to be televised?
Hallmark Channel.
It couldn't possibly, because they're two people who
they're very private,
who claim to love privacy.
They're very, very private, as we know. Jeff writes in, by the way.
Hi,
Sorry,
Jeff.
we're bouncing back and forth from wedding to haboob, as you sometimes do. I used to live in Arizona, Jeff says. I promise you do not want to be in a haboob. I mean, come on. It can't be that bad.
Poll question up at Happer show. Do you sometimes bounce from haboob to wedding?
That's what we do on this show. Sometimes you wonder about who's going to cater Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift's wedding. And sometimes you wonder what it would be like to be inside, just buried inside a haboob.
I do have questions on like the etymology of the word haboob.
You want to know its origin story, the word?
Yeah, like what does it directly translate to?
Like
I know the meaning. I can look up the meaning.
Blasting/drifting.
Oh, really?
That is in Arabic, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah. Haboobs occur regularly in dry land area regions throughout the world and off Earth.
Off Earth?
Yeah, there's been some Mars haboobs. Global dust storms on Mars have been compared to haboobs on Earth.
The term is derived from the Arabic root haboob, meaning strong wind or gale.
There you go. And it's also they also happen quite frequently on the planet Titan. Dust storms of Titan observed in 2009 and 2010 have been compared to haboobs. However, the convective storm clouds are composed of liquid methane droplets And the dust is likely composed of organic tholins. That's what happens on that planet.
Titan
This way we
haboob?
just have a regular haboob in Tempe. Just a regular one.
Oh, this just breaking from college football. Cowardice in the SEC as Alabama.
Are they unscheduling their 9th game?
Alabama has canceled a home with West Virginia.
Whoa. I thought scheduling was back.
I thought so too.
Interesting.
Sorry, I was looking for something else and came across that.
Oh, we don't have to change subjects. I mean, we could just take a break.
Okay.
Let's do that. A miscellaneous reaction overreaction. That's our next topic. It'll be next on 1620 The Zone. All right, thank you for the research here from TC.
Thank you, as always, TC.
TC, wedding food menu. He did some Googling and found the favorite foods of our bride and our groom, America's bride and America's groom. Travis Kelce's favorite foods include Burger King's Double Whopper,
Okay.
French toast, and various barbecue dishes from Joe's Kansas City Barbecue, including the Z-Man. He also enjoys Red Lobster's cheddar biscuits.
Don't we all?
Blueberry muffins from his childhood, and has a fondness for Uncrustables and donuts.
Don't we all?
Taylor Swift's favorite food includes chicken tenders, cheeseburgers, fries, and a chocolate shake. LOL.
I don't think that part's real.
Not the LOL part?
No, the cheeseburgers, fries, and a chocolate
You
shake.
don't think she likes chicken tenders?
I mean, it just seems really unlikely.
Really?
Maybe at one
She
time
seems
she
like
did.
the blandest eater on planet Earth.
Okay, yeah. She does seem like a basic white girl.
Yes, 100%. She has a cat. She loves chicken tenders. And every once in a while, she likes to get a different sauce to dip it in. You know what? I think I'll try barbecue this time. Spice it up.
Honey mustard. Let's go rogue.
Yeah, why not?
It's something I thought of during the break here regarding the wedding of the century.
Catered by Patrick Mahomes and Javi.
You think she's gonna like
Walk down the aisle?
Make the mints for the table? Like, you can't just have. You got to do something special. You're a bajillionaire. You
make the mints for the table.
You know, sometimes people will go the extra mile and like, no. Stephanie stayed up all night this week making mints with her mom for the table.
Okay. Yeah, she'll have a personal touch in there.
Yeah, and people will be like, whoa, she stayed up all night making those mints with her mom?
Yeah. Doesn't she like to weave or something?
Yeah. She gonna make a little sourdough bread for everybody? What's she gonna do?
Yeah, she's into sourdough bread these days.
Here's $100. Like what?
Yeah, I mean, I guess it depends on the setting and like the vibe that you're going for. If you're trying to, like, if this is a destination wedding and, you know, there's no phones or anything like that, like, absolutely blow it out. If you're just going to get married in the Hamptons or something and you're just inviting a couple people over and there's photographers camping out in bushes from far away, then we'll see what happens at that. I gotta know what she's shooting for. You know what I mean?
What's the vibe? What's the theme? What's the through line?
Well, she's been on tour for like the better part of the last 3 years now.
That's right, Connor.
And now she comes home and it's time to plan a wedding. She's always doing something. Take a break, Taylor.
Take a break. This might be
good for her.
Yeah.
Be
the
good for
long
her.
break.
Maybe her break is planning her wedding. Maybe it's been her dream.
And then
do you think your dream guy
retires
do you think your dream guy was Travis Kelce when she was growing up? Do you think he was what she imagined that she'd be looking at when she looked up?
In some ways, yes, but in some ways, no.
I agree with that completely.
Like, yeah,
he's a
player.
big dumb idiot.
Yeah, but also he's a big dumb idiot. Like,
in my dream, you were smarter.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I really just I don't know how else to say it.
But at least all your friends are here, and then there's Patrick Mahomes in the back.
You did it.
We love you, Trav.
You're gonna have all these kids someday. My life's a living hell.
His boys, like all the members of the Chiefs, just get painted out as like degenerates. And then there's Jason Kelce, who's like, Jason, can you just keep your shirt on, please?
Look,
please.
Taylor's asked that you got to keep your shirt on through the first dances. And then
Taylor said that. Okay, anything for the bride.
We're gonna do father-daughter dance, mother-son dance. The wedding party's gonna dance. And then we'll kind of open it up.
And then you can take your shirt off.
And then whatever happens. We know you're going to be you. And we love you. We love you. But we're just really hoping you can maintain for like an hour, 90 minutes tops.
Come on. You got it. He's like, okay, I got it. Chance says, will the happy couple's first public appearance on a television broadcast of a Nebraska-Cincinnati game, will it be their first appearance as an engaged couple?
It's entirely possible, yes.
Yeah, I don't know if she's gonna be there, but he will.
He'll be there. Hey, watch the Kingdom on ESPN.
It will very likely be his first public appearance.
Yeah.
And then they'll say, "Where is she?
Where is she?
I need to see her. Proof of life, please."
Also, just real quick to the NFL media. Already sick of the headline, podcaster gets engaged to recent guest.
Oh, okay.
Get that the hell out of here.
I got you.
You're not funny.
From the 402.
Hi, 402.
I could see Travis fighting his son while drunk in Ireland.
I'm Avery Johnson's brother.
Johnson's dad. Hopefully that guy makes an appearance today, along with wedding caterer Patrick Mahomes. We have
maybe they could have a conversation later.
Many characters on our show. Avery Johnson's dad.
I'll stuff you in a puddle.
All right. Miscellaneous reaction, overreaction.
Yeah, let's get to business.
Who knows what kind of topics there will be on this segment today? It could be any topics. That's why it's called miscellaneous, Josh.
The writers couldn't pick a lane.
We're in between seasons. There's not enough football topics to react to. Thus, there are not enough football topics to overreact to, but there are some. And stay tuned. The writers want us to continue to talk about football players being potentially in love during this segment.
Oh, okay.
So stay tuned.
Take number one from the writers. Thank you, writers. Baltimore Orioles catcher and former Oregon State punter Adley Rutschman will be traded this offseason.
Yeah, this seems like an appropriate reaction, actually.
Whoa, really?
Well, did you see what they did?
No, I really haven't paid attention to the Orioles in the last month or two.
So you got a young catcher coming up by the name of Sam Basayo, and he has been very good this year. Adley's had a bit of a down year. Easy buy low candidate, in my opinion. I am hoping and praying to God that he gets, that somehow he ends up a Kansas City Royal.
Sure.
He seems like a perfect buy low candidate, but they extended the guy who's coming up. It's probably not a financially great idea to have two long-term extended $100+ million catchers on your roster. Just doesn't make a lot of sense to me. So it is my expectation that he's likely traded this offseason. Which is exciting for people who aren't the Baltimore Orioles.
Right. Yeah. We love the transaction as a sports society, don't we, folks?
Yeah. We also, I think there's a lot of people who are licking their chops and they're like, whoa, we can get our hands on this guy at a low price. I am all the way in on this because he's had a rough year this year, but he's an incredible athlete. He punted at Oregon State, Josh.
People forget.
Thank you, the writers, for mentioning that.
Take number two. Jackson Dart will be the best rookie quarterback in this class. Great take, writers.
Well, there's not a lot of options.
That's true.
But there is Cam Ward, Josh.
Yeah. Who's he throwing it to?
Well, that's the question with all of these people. Who are any of them throwing it to?
I would love for Cam Ward to be the best quarterback in this draft class.
I suppose with Shedeur Sanders, it's not really the question of who is he throwing it to. More like, is the coach sabotaging him? For some
question we have to ask, apparently.
Great question. Great question. But Jackson Dart's had a nice little preseason here. And doesn't seem like he's going to be the starter right out of the gate. But in a very weak quarterback class with a bunch of, I don't know. It's hard for me to see a superstar out of this group. If there is one, it's probably Cam Ward. But I've always liked the Jackson Dart fella.
But you've called him Jackson Fart so many times on this show.
Yes, a great point, but that is more.
I mean, it's right there.
Because it's low hanging fruit.
Okay.
That's all.
Just want to make sure.
I agree with the writers. He is going to be the best one in this class. Jackson Fart. He's got a great camaraderie relationship with famous Jameis. And then the other one.
Russell Wilson.
Wilson.
You're gonna drive Sierra crazy this year.
And they cut they cut Cutlets.
Tommy Cutlets.
Yeah.
R.I.P.
So yeah.
You're gonna be an XFL MVP, Tommy Cutlets. Don't worry. You'll land on your feet. You always do. Take number three from the writers. You would buy a car with your NIL money.
I would buy a car. as many college football players have bought cars. There was a survey done. Well, not quite a survey as much as Scott Docterman just asking a bunch of people at various media days around the country. And he came up with basically like a log here. So here's the cars category. 4 players surveyed got Dodge Chargers. Syracuse quarterback Ricky Collins, Indiana receiver Elijah Surratt, Wake Forest running back Damon Claiborne, and Miami defensive lineman Akeem Mesidor. Collins called buying his orange Charger, quote, more impulse than anything. Mesidor, quote, loved the way it roars. Ford Raptors were the choice for Cincinnati offensive lineman Gavin Gerhardt, Cincinnati quarterback Brendan Sorsby, and BYU linebacker Jack Kelly. Sorsby added that he also, quote, got my teeth done. Definitely wouldn't have done that in the old days. So there you go. There's some bulletin board material for Thursday.
Use that. Let's get some good chants going.
He bought a Ford Raptor and new teeth with his NIL money.
You bought new teeth.
3 wide receivers, Arizona State's Jordan Tyson, Louisville's Chris Bell, and Houston's Stephon Johnson got Dodge Hellcats. Tyson bought his out of envy. His older brother, Jalen Tyson, a guard with the Cavs, has one and, quote, never let me drive it.
All right. I don't know that that's a reason to go buy and stuff, but
would you like another Cincinnati player's vehicle?
Please.
Cincinnati tight end Joe Royer purchased a Mercedes-Benz GL53, while Sam Levitt, the quarterback at Arizona State, swallowed in a haboob yesterday.
That's right.
Bought a Mercedes-Benz GT63.
Oh, no.
Houston receiver Mekhi Muse got a 2025 Tesla Model 3. Not everyone opted for a 4-wheeled vehicle. Minnesota safety Coy Parrish preferred a scooter, despite living in one of college football's coldest locales. Quote, it's probably my best purchase ever. It's the only thing I ride on too. I love that thing. Many people tried to become good at golf. Many people tried to become good at fishing. Texas Tech quarterback Baron Morton bought 150 acres of land near Cross Plains, Texas, which he plans to lease out to hunters when he's not there. Quote, it's 30 minutes from my parents' house. It has some fishing tanks on it, little elevation change, so a lot of deer, pigs, varmints, ducks, everything.
Our good friend Avery Johnson's in here.
Is he?
Yeah.
What about Avery Johnson's dad? He bought a sleep number bed.
That's right.
Yeah.
Easily the best thing I've bought, he said.
Baylor linebacker Keaton Thomas sent birthday presents back home, including Nerf guns to his brother. Well, Avery Johnson's brother didn't get such a thing.
I have more quotes from Avery Johnson.
All right, let's keep going.
The reason I got it is because it's the same bed Patrick Mahomes uses.
Patrick Mahomes mentioned!
Dylan and Patrick Mahomes. That's it. There's other quarterbacks that do it too.
Oh, defending Dylan. Interesting. A lot of variety of different investments that are going on in here as well.
No,
it's a good
smart thing to do it.
It's a good story. Check it out. See what's going on in the investment category. But I'd definitely buy a car. I'd pay off all my outstanding debts and buy a car. And then I'd see what I have left over.
Oh, wow. Iowa State quarterback Rocco Beck, whose parents didn't get into a fight.
But he was there.
He was there.
Yep.
With a scowl on his face.
In the puddle.
Donated Xboxes to the pediatric rooms of a nearby hospital.
Oh, that's nice.
Wow.
That's what you want to hear.
That is what you
Not
want to
that
hear.
a bunch of dudes bought Hellcats and scooters. But however you want to spend your money, it's cool.
Why is Dylan not in here?
He wasn't asked. He wasn't asked.
Doctor too afraid?
He wasn't asked.
Okay. Take number 4 from the writers. Stanford football is dead forever.
Yes, this is accurate. You
yeah.
can't lose. They're just in bad shape. Who's going to go there to play football? If you can still go to Stanford and play school, and you could do it really, really
Do
well.
really well. It's a great school.
It's
You should be proud that
But
you got in.
Nobody who plays football in college anymore wants to do school anymore.
Nope.
They want to do football.
The big money donors at Stanford don't care about football.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Andrew Luck, you are basically the captain of the Titanic after it hit the iceberg.
Unless you can get Tiger Woods on board with you
and buy players.
Yeah.
I
don't see it happening, right?
I don't know. Maybe yeah, I don't know. I don't know what they do. Pour all their money into a different thing. They're still halfway decent at baseball. They're decent at volleyball.
Did you watch them over the weekend?
They do really good at drawings of hair dryers.
That might be what they're best at.
Yep.
But sadly, they don't award natties for that.
No, they should. Though. They should though.
Is there a doodling? Call the Sickos committee. Is there a doodling?
Stanford get the Stanford volleyball team for like 4 years ago on that.
Finally, from the writers, Justin Herbert wearing a leg sleeve, walking with some chick. She has a name, writers, and her name's Madison Beer, and getting ready to play Rummy Cube means he is back.
Let's take a look at the photo, Josh.
Okay.
This is Justin Herbert. What is he doing? What is he doing with this woman?
This is your king. This is the guy. Definitely the Chargers here to dethrone the Chiefs. Now, I do not love the Chiefs, but I'm not sitting here year after year picking the Chargers, hoping to God that it happens.
So
Justin Herbert may not be the guy, guys.
You're telling me that this is Madison Beer?
I think so. I hope I haven't done a racist.
Now, I don't know what she does, but
I think she's just cute on the internet.
That's cool. That's a job.
It is.
She's holding a bottle of wine, and she's willingly standing with a man who's wearing a single leg sleeve while out in public. This is questionable, but it tells you that Justin Herbert has absolutely not a care in the world what people think about him. Why? Because he is going back to the house to pop open a bottle of wine with his leg sleeve on with some hot chick from the internet, and he's about to play some Rummy Cube. Rummy Cube is a game that my great-grandmother Armella taught me. And she was awesome at it. And then she died like 25 years ago. So the fact that Justin Herbert knows about this is awesome, first of all. I love Rummy Cube. Let's play Justin Herbert.
Madison Beer, apparently a Grammy-nominated recording artist of some kind.
Okay. So more than just cute on the internet?
I think so.
I'm thinking that Justin Herbert might be back, Josh. Every explanation that you just made for why Justin Herbert is not back is actually why I think he might be back. This is as self-confident as a man can get. He does not care that he's wearing a single leg sleeve in public and about to play Rummy Cube with Madison Beer. Most people would be like, you know what Madison Beer and I are about to do. He's like, no, we're literally about to go play Rummy Cube.
You got like a paper bag I can put this Rummy Cube game in? No, I don't.
Yeah, I
you got to walk these streets with it.
I actually might have to change my pick. They might beat Mr. Hy-Vee in the AFC West this year now. He's back.
You're saying that this is aura greater than...
Aura is self-confidence, Josh. So, and this man, you can't tell him nothing.
Okay.
Look at him.
Let me tell you about
He's wearing sweatpants, shorts, and a leg sleeve.
He is.
A leg sleeve.
Let me tell you about a man who said,
I love Rummy Cube.
Let me tell you about a man who had the self-confidence to mail a stranger bracelets and say, you down?
Pretty good, right?
Now, I don't believe it's real, but what a shot to shoot.
Now, look how that one turned out. They're engaged.
They are.
From Chris.
Hi, Chris.
Full question. Are you a big Rummy Cube person?
Okay.
Yes. We should do that. And yes, I am.
Big Rummy Cube person. Going up at Happer Show on Twitter. Please vote on it. It's important.
Hockey Dad writes in.
Hi, Hockey Dad. Congrats on those rings. They were beautiful.
I'm not ashamed to admit I like playing Rummy Cube.
I've played Rummy Cube with the
elderly.
Yes.
That's what they play.
The elderly who are no longer with us. Yes, yes.
Exactly. So we all had the same childhood. And no texter who just texted in, Rummy Cube is just it's a game. It's not slang or code for anything.
Yeah, no,
it's just Rummy Cube.
Yeah,
it's like dominoes with numbers.
You play Rummy Cube last night? No.
Like
it's not that. It's not that.
No, it's not that.
It's a tiles based game.
Yes. It's dominoes with numbers.
Yeah. And I understand that. No, you idiots. The dots on the dominoes are numbers.
No, they literally
They're
have the numbers.
Like it says 11 on it.
And there's colors.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's how it's different. All right.
It's white people dominoes.
That is miscellaneous reaction overreaction. I look forward to that segment every week now. Oh, what's this? It's gone. It turns into football now. Okay.
Okay.
Back after this on 1620 The Zone. Wow. It appears that Creighton legend Antoine Jones has signed with yet another college.
Another one?
Yeah, I mean, this has got to be his, what, 7th or 8th year as an active college basketball player. It appears as if he is headed to UNC Greensboro. Let me check the old stat page here. So Antoine Jones was a freshman in 2018 at Memphis. Then he transferred to Creighton, where he was on. That was the team that the team that won the Big East? Yeah, I guess it would have been. Yeah. It says second though in the Big East here on their page. UC Santa Barbara, Ohio, Gonzaga. No, they didn't play an NCAA tournament in the year that they won the Big East though. So no, it was the year after that. So he played at Creighton for 1 year. Then he went to Louisiana. Then I think he went to like a D2, and then he went to, or a JUCO, and then he ended up at UCF, and then he was at Bethune-Cookman last year for one game, must have got a medical red shirt, and now he's at UNC Greensboro for, I believe this will be his 7th year of collegiate eligibility. Congratulations to Creighton legend Antoine Jones.
Platcat comments in, and just a rolling range of emotions here. Honk news, Antoine Jones is signed with yet another college. He started college in 2018. He had to sit out a transfer
That's
year.
right, yeah.
Remember when that was a thing?
That's probably one of the years he got back.
That's
That's
how you know he's old as dirt.
Dirt.
Had to sit out a transfer year.
Dirt, indeed. Elsewhere, we've covered a lot of great topics today on the show.
Good show.
If you've missed anything, I think this is some of our best work. 1620thezone.com.
I would not often say, well, you need to listen to every segment of the show today.
And we haven't even gotten to what's going on with Cracker Barrel.
Connor just learned of this today.
I just learned of this today.
The president has commented on it.
And also, is Shedeur Sanders really famous enough for it to make sense for a coach to sabotage him? We haven't got to that topic either. And we might not.
On the hot seat.
And we might not.
Probably won't.
Because we still have this topic. Yesterday, the internet was set ablaze, or today, the internet was set ablaze by people being outraged that Ohio State reportedly was not going to let Barstool's CEO Dave Portnoy into their football stadium to do big noon kickoff. How soft could you be, they said, to Ohio State. Of course, Portnoy is a loud and obnoxious Michigan honk. Honk, honk. Thank you. And really enjoys trolling. He's really good at it. He's excellent at annoying people. And he does it to a deep, deep extent for the Ohio State-Michigan thing. I don't even know. Is he a Michigan man? Does he have Michigan in his blood? Or is this just a bit that he's doing?
Oh,
I actually don't know the answer.
I'm sorry.
I don't think he went there.
I know a lot of people. Well, a lot of people who root for Michigan didn't go to Michigan.
Correct.
His alma mater is Michigan. He is a Michigan man.
He's a Michigan man.
Okay. Sorry that we didn't know that. I know a lot of people in the audience probably did.
Oh, many people know this guy's every move.
Yeah.
So he is going to be a correspondent or an added face or voice on Big Noon Kickoff this year. And then it was reported yesterday by a variety of different outlets that he could do the Big Noon show from outside, but when they go inside, he is not allowed for the Ohio State-Texas game coming up on Saturday. And then it was clarified earlier this morning that Ohio State didn't actually issue a ban, according to their athletic director, Ross Bjork. This is just a Fox decision because what happens is when they go inside, it becomes like a real show and it becomes about football. And he's just not going to be around for that part of it because
they had
of self-explanatory reasons.
They had to make an awkward reveal that they kind of weren't ready to make. Like, he's not going to be.
He's not going to be like on the whole
panel.
show. Yeah.
Yeah. Like
he's just going to be on the show for a little while.
He's going to record a take for us and we're going to play it back.
So this is a Fox decision and he will not be appearing inside the stadium as a member of the Big Noon Kick. Now he might be in there, right? Ohio State, but the point is Ohio State's not banning him. So keep this off the list of reasons why Ohio State is soft today.
I was like, the Ohio State, very soft school, soft fan base.
Yes.
I was actually okay with this. I thought it was good for the bit. I thought it was good for the rivalry. Like, yeah, bleep that guy. He can't come in here. And then he's like, ooh, I bought a ticket. I can get in. Like, I thought that was entertaining in college football world where nothing makes sense and everyone's petty, right?
That's what's going to happen.
Yeah.
He's going to end up on the sideline just pestering Ohio State fans wearing Michigan garb the entire game.
Yeah.
And that's fine.
Yeah.
That's college football.
Mm-hmm.
That will happen.
But now
he will not be banned from the stadium.
Now that Fox was like, well, he wasn't going to be on the show.
Maybe we find a way to make him part of the show.
He was just going to eat pizza and tell us how good it was.
Also, a shout out to former Nebraska linebacker Johnny Bullock.
JB.
John Bullock. Think about this. John Bullock, who reportedly made the initial 53-man roster of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers last night. Walk on at Nebraska, Creighton Prep. Shout out to my boys from Prep. Redshirted in 19. Didn't play at all in 20. Special teams only in 21. Special teams only in 22. Matt Rule comes in. He's like, you guys ever seen this guy before? He's really good. Makes him basically a starter in 23. And then last year he returns and gets honorable mention all Big Ten. And he does not get drafted in the NFL draft. There's not a lot to go off of there. And he goes into camp and earns a spot for a significant special teams role that he's going to play in Tampa Bay this year. And he gets to be in the linebacker room aside Levante David, an all-timer, both in Nebraska and in the NFL. Kind of an insane story. Played some, he wore number 85 at one point at Nebraska. That's how much we didn't know about John Bullock. At one point on the roster, he wore number 85. And then eventually, by the time he was a junior and a senior, he was a single-digit number guy. Number 5.
Just
his brother was viewed as a more impactful player, Alex.
Yeah.
Until John came around. I saw this story from CBS Sports a couple weeks ago on the subject. It says, while the impact of NFL undrafted free agents is declining, these 10 rookies are making a name for themselves. And I didn't click on it for the list. I clicked on it for the stats. So draft class sizes are returning to normal sizes as COVID years expire. Here are the combined number of NFL draft prospects who were granted special eligibility or fulfilled their degree requirements with college football eligibility remaining over the last six years. They keep coming down year by year, 115, 128, 182, 62, and 70. And then since 2015, there have been 390 undrafted free agents who have registered at least 100 offensive snaps in the NFL, according to True Media. And those numbers recently are quite a bit smaller because they haven't had time to really catch on yet. But it reached a high of about 16% in 2019. So 16% of those 390 undrafted free agents since 2015 had at least 100 snaps offensively. Defensively, the number is a little bit higher, although peaking at about the same point. So the point here is it is a very, very small unit. It is a very, very small community. I was trying to find the answer to, okay, how many undrafted free agents just on a yearly basis on each individual draft class make the initial 53s? It can't be many. There can't be that many. I don't know what the ballpark would be on that, but it really can't be that many. So it's really cool for John Bullock to be able to get that honor. Congrats to him.
Yeah, I mean, gosh, I couldn't imagine grinding away on special teams year after year like that. And, well, hope this works out for me.
Yeah, I mean, he just was going to take it as long as he could take it, but he's the kind of guy who will do anything. You know, people say that all the time. It's like, yeah, I just want to do anything to help get the team win. Like he'll literally do anything. You know, one of those guys. But more so than that, he's also good at those things.
That's important. The teams always talk about,
especially when you're trying to find a role on special teams. That's how you kick around. That's how you start it in the NFL. And you know, that's how Will Compton stuck around for a few years, and then he ended up being a halfway decent player for a couple.
Now look at him.
And now he is Mr. Podcast.
With new teeth.
With new teeth. His teeth were so bad.
They were.
When he was at Nebraska.
And congrats.
Just think, one day John Bullock could have new teeth.
New teeth. That's the dream. And congrats to...
Has he got a Reaver?
Thomas Fedoni.
Oh. What did he do? Did he make it?
He made the Giants.
Whoa.
He's a G-man.
The G-man. He'll be getting some Jackson fart passes this year. Jackson with an X for the record.
Of course.
All right. Quick timeout. We'll have the polls. We'll tell you what to watch on the other side coming up on 1620 The Zone. But a quick reminder that fall is just around the corner, and we're giving you a chance to win a season pass to Nebraska's favorite fall attraction, Vallis Pumpkin Patch. 2 2025 season passes could be all yours. You can enjoy all of the fun and family offerings that Vallis has. Enter to win on our website. 2 season passes to Vallis right now, 1620thezone.com.
I'm a fabulous driver.
The Connor Happer Show
I'm one of the best friends you could ever have in your life.
on 1620 The Zone.
I hate you.
Welcome to 1620 The Zone's Red Out Week, presented by Union Bank and Trust. Feel good about where you bank. Member FDIC. All week long, Gary and Matt in the morning, The Connor Happer Show, and unsportsmanlike conduct bring you daily coverage, stories, and breaking news like only the
To the polls at Happer Show on the JTech Construction Zone Twitter feed. Were you learning about Haboob yesterday?
I mean, I learned about it this morning.
So I think you owe that question a yes.
I would think so. Yeah.
77% say no. I do think August is going to be an all-time month in terms of...
It's going to be tough to narrow it down to 5.
Well, the poll questions are good, but also the results have been quite lopsided on a variety of these poll questions.
They have.
We're running at an all-time rate right now. Is Jeremy the first Pearl Jam song you think of? For some reason, for me, today, it was. I can't explain it. I'm going to say yes, though.
Carol Raleigh Homer.
Yeah, there you go, Josh. You got it. 60% say no.
Ooh.
60% say no. And they did not comment their other options.
They did not.
Do you sometimes bounce from Haboob to wedding? That's what we did.
Today was a first for me.
54% say no. And finally, are you a big Rummy Cube person? You bet.
I've dabbled, yes.
62% say no. Ooh. Those are the poll questions. Josh, what are we watching tonight?
We got baseball on our TVs. As always, we've got a free game of the day. Major League Baseball provides this to us.
Major League Baseball.
And that game is, of course, the last game of the Vetter Cup.
Ah, of course.
Yeah, it's a game in the Vetter Cup, which Seattle's already won.
Jeremy's spoken.
Phillies Mets on TBS at 6 o'clock tonight. Reds Dodgers on MLB Network at 9 o'clock. WNBA, 6 o'clock. CBS Sports Network, The Fever host Seattle, the Storm.
That's their name.
That's their name. Mercury Sparks, 9 o'clock on NBA TV. Phoenix on the outside looking into the playoffs. They need this one out in La La Land tonight. Out in Flushing, the first round of the U.S. Open continues on ESPN all day today.
Did Mr. Sinner win?
Who's to say?
I'm sure he did. He must have won.
I hope he didn't. I hope the number 1 overall seed did not lose in the first round.
That would be
bad. It would. Hulu has a new doc, Ruby Red-Handed, Stealing America's Most Famous Pair of Shoes. The documentary goes inside the wild story of how a pair of ruby slippers from the Wizard of Oz were stolen and ultimately found.
Oh, interesting.
Paramount Plus has
Who took them?
George Herman Ruth.
Judy Garland. She stole them?
Maybe.
Sinner is winning the third set right now.
Okay.
So he's going to be okay.
Good for him. Paramount Plus has a new doc called Stands. The Eminem song Stands serves as a guide for this fully authorized feature, which follows real-life stands with connections to Eminem and his lyrics. And finally, at 7 o'clock tonight on ABC, Emma and Bruce Willis, The Unexpected Journey. Diane Sawyer has been thawed out from her cryogenically frozen habitat to take viewers inside Bruce and Emma Hemming Willis's relationship and their family's journey following Bruce's frontotemporal dementia diagnosis.
Wow.
Big word. I nailed it.
So just to be abundantly clear, Diane Sawyer is alive.
Very.
And
you'll see her tonight on
she's
television.
doing this interview.
And then you won't see her for another 9 months.
Okay. She's 79. Think she's doing fine, Josh. She's doing fine.
Oh, yeah, she's great.
All right. That's it.
That's what we're watching tonight.
That is what we're watching tonight. That's the show. If you miss anything, 1620thezone.com is where you can find it. We have a crossover.
The doorbell's ringing.
That's interesting, and it's coming up next.